Are you awake? Or still in a dream?
Hey, yeah. How's it going? Stultifera Navis is out. So the plan for tonight is to enjoy playing through the stages and reading the story. Wanted to do that for the longest time. It is one of the events that is permanently available, but right now it is also running as a rerun. Yeah, this is the trailer that got me interested in the game in the first place. Well, after the Spectre's theme song, that is. The quality is definitely worse than the one on YouTube. It's kinda understandable if you wanna fit this into a mobile game. You have to compress it quite a bit. Yeah. How's it going, Han? We're about to begin here. Just reminiscing about the trailer. You feel alive? I feel so. Yes, Victor's expression is really touching here. 2D on 3D. And then the fight scene is just very well done. Let's go. You know, like, lots of small details that sort of are really creative and really sort of demonstrate the character. Yeah, the pizza cutter, the climbing onto the wall, the springing off, and then chambering the kick. Or, you know, 2 kicks on both sides. Super cool. Vanon's getting a skin, we did get second module, read altering golden glow. Yeah, as in, seems like a lot of things are happening at the moment. Yeah, it's like somehow, like in my experience, the life tends to sort of happen in 2 regimes. There's 2 modes. Mode number 1, it's dead silent, not much is happening, everything is quiet. And mode number 2, everything is happening all at once. All the deadlines, like a bunch of things piled on. You can't catch your breath. There's no really good middle ground. Oh yeah. Oh, you hated the old Spectre? Why? Psycho? She's having fun. Also reminds me, since we're here, I guess I gotta do this. Let me do this real quick. Seems appropriate for the moment.
My combat style should be more fit in.
Her new form is big approved for you? I mean, something definitely happened with the dress, that's for sure. But in terms of personality, I think the story goes that before, not many people knew that Spectre actually existed and was on Rose Island. And then she started sort of appearing in public, walking around and interacting with people. And everyone was sort of... They knew the rumors that she was completely unhinged and fights like a beast. And they're like surprised to know that she's actually a very friendly and gentle person. And she likes to troll them about it. Yeah, the eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul. Maybe I can raise some more units, but I guess we can do this in the future. No rush. Also recommend them 6 on skill 2 and skill 3. Fair enough, fair enough. If I get the resources. Because one of the problems that I have with raising skills beyond level 7 is literally that I don't have the correct resources frequently.
You want to hear my opinion of this land?
Oh, for this I have just enough. We can do that. But here I'm missing like these... Oh, these guys I can craft, that's easy. But these gels are something that I don't really have. Mark my words, if I get Spectre Alter, E2, her OG, Scotty and Glide. Fair enough. I'll remember that. Okay, let's go with this for now. And I guess instead of W, we gotta use B Hunter. Seems it's appropriate.
Oh, I knew it was you.
If. So far I'm skipping the next rate. Back banner. Alright, fair enough. But yeah, like, just looking at the expression of the chibi, like, isn't this the most troll expression that you've ever seen? Certainly is for me. Or troll? Yes.
Doctor.
We do a little bit of trolling. She looks not only happy, I approve. Okay, fair enough. Okay, they moved everything around on the screen again. Meow. I guess this is the shop. We get Lumen here. This is, I guess, the amount of currency that we have. This is the gallery, I'm guessing. Music. Please put the yelling cat. What do you mean? Meow. Meow. Doody, doody, doody. I also might have some extra images in store. Let me see. Are you the only one here? I mean, people may be lurking, so it's all good. And then, I am the second one here, remember? So you're in good company, don't worry. Give me a second. Okay, I'm thinking this should be perfect. Alright, I think we're all set. Let's go. The golden age will return again. This road has already become scantily traveled. Nobody cares about the stories that once unfolded here. Nobody remains to record them. Silence falls upon us all equally, bringing the same quietude. Only the street sign marks these memories, roughly engraved with the name of this small town, Gran Faro. Okay. He threw a question into the ancient bottomless well and received an answer in return. Terra, the land, these lands, the nations across the world. These terms and the language around them flow in widespread use, only because of how narrow they actually are. Has there ever been some majestic language of the ancient past that could describe everything between heaven and earth? Maybe we put into words the everything we might encounter in our day-to-day lives. Yeah, this is also a lore stream. Take notes, chat. The lore will be on a test leader. A grandiose term encompassing the earth, the sky, and even the seas of which the land-bound nations know so little. A single word to narrate millennia of life's progress. Where among the collective mind of mankind is such a word, Cal said. I'm sure you know the answer yourself. I know quite a bit myself. Still, I find myself asking, day after day. No man may truly escape the unknown, and the unknown will forever torment mankind. Have Doritos ready? Perfect. I am over here with a bottle of juice, and it's blood oranges. Seems very on point and thematic. Yeah, blood oranges. Vampire? No. It's the same old oranges, it's just that it's a special breed, I guess, or a special kind. And they're red on the inside. And the juice is red, naturally. Weird name. Once you see it, it's kind of appropriate. Bon appétit. Merci beaucoup. But yeah, I guess I should be going more for Vincent Cassel and like the way he talks. I don't really like the sort of the voice that I use when speaking French. He would go something like "Merci beaucoup." Anyways, let's keep going. Calcit, speaking in ancient Sarkas language. Alma, word, world. And here I thought you would go with the Sargonian word alam. The same idea, I think. Yours was a Sarkas language? It was. Strange. You're a feline who calls herself a doctor, yet your first instinct is to use the devil's tongue. Your identity is like the ever-changing clouds above the sea, never content to remain the same. Language will not change its essence for such trifles. He's racist? I mean, like, he's noting the oddity. It's just that. Sort of. It's like, imagine meeting someone who's, I don't know, from your home country, but speaking, like, a language that is all the way across the world. Calcit isn't just a feline. And true, apparently she's also an AI created by humans to safeguard the remains of humanity after a calamity. But don't matter. She isn't revealing her past or too much information about herself, especially to random people. They're standing at it well, so I think she's the doctor's wife. I thought she was like a what's it called? Like essentially an android or something like that. I might be wrong. I didn't read Lone Trail. I only watched a recap. Think she's the doctor's wife? I'm gonna assess on this. I mean, the community says she is, or ex-wife, I think. So depends. Anyways, I wouldn't take anything literally. It's all in good fun. Language, Now look here, Calcit. A well. Super relevant to discussing languages. I'm married to Texas, so I don't give a damn. Alright, fair point. Do you know how to draw water from it? Do you know how the Iberians used these blue cornerstones to build their houses? If the Iberian nobility hadn't let their pride go to their heads, the ocean would surely have made the nation an impenetrable fortress. The well is deep, and we're very close to the shore. Look, it hasn't yet dried up. There is a false sun inside. We should be on our way, sir. The elderly man does not answer her. He simply picks up a small rock in silence. The rock could not be more commonplace, with no particular reason to fiddle with. Yet, as though absorbed in the sensation of the sea breeze on his skin, he continues to gaze at the bottom of the well. By the way, Life, I have a task for you. You have a task for me! Break the ice before the Cian new event comes to end. Okay, is break the ice one of the permanent events? Calcit doesn't push the issue. She simply waits for the man in front of her to answer. She sees that the clouds are moving. The winds are strong. Yeah, okay, I guess I can do that. There is no rush, Calcit. There is no rush. We have ample time for rest, no matter the arrangements you've made. If I drop this rock into the well, how long would it take for us to hear the splash? About 5 to 6 seconds. And lures before the events I'm getting. I'm giving this tax. I mean, alright. I'm familiar with the gist of many events, but I can dive deeper into them. Even the most simple Iberian knows how to make use of the sea, knowledge that went into this deep coastal well. And yet a Victorian farmer or Colombian worker might not even know what the vast sea looks like. Calcit, how many questions have I asked you on our journey so far? The old man holds his arm out, the rock still in his palm. Then he lets go, sending it tumbling downward. Despite its rapid descent, the two of them lock their eyes onto it. Yet without adequate sunlight, they soon find themselves unable to follow its track into the depths. It has been 2, perhaps 3 seconds. Nothing but silence shrouds the two of them. Even the wind has come to a halt. I mean, how dramatic can you make the moment of dropping a rock into a well? How quiet, Kalsa thinks to herself. How quiet indeed. Plop. The quiet sound echoes through the well's walls, as though reminding them that, in that brief moment lasting but a few seconds, all the lands are still. 123. Quite a bewitching number. 123 questions over 123 years. The Inquisition boasts not a single Inquisitor older than me. Most have died in battle, a few of old age, and even fewer gave in to cowardice during their endless ordeal. It did not end very well for them. I've experienced all there is of Iberia. I've seen its fleets setting sail and heard the Victorian envoys quivering. It was a rude awakening when the profound silence destroyed our nation. My countrymen are still drowning in their hatred for the disaster and confused over the loss of their dream. Liberi don't live long lives. Even the Liberi elders, the oldest and healthiest of them, are unable to shoulder Iberia's present calamity. Your age is a miracle, one forged by the Inquisition, and which also grants you an unprecedented sense of devotion. Is stream die for you? Could be. I think everything should be fine on my end. Let's see. I mean, I've dropped 0 frames so far, so should be okay. Anyways, let's continue. But please monitor the situation, and if something goes wrong, let me know. In that era, when both glory and ideology began to crumble, you and the earliest Inquisition members were revered as saints. Saints. A title for those who once served as a guiding beacon for mankind, but just like firewood, it's become nothing but ashes. I've watched the seasons cycle by a full 123 times, and it seems only the cold winters have left their mark on me. I've seen so many truths with my own eyes, yet can never recall the sight of spring. Kalset. Yes? The look in the old man's eyes changes. Faith is a language, and prayers can pave roads. At this very moment, the nation of Iberia, or perhaps an existence beyond that, is caressing its chin, examining the wind's speed. So far, I've lived only 123 years. I've asked you 123 questions based on my personal experiences. Nonetheless, you answered each and every one. You know everything that I know. Man is making progress, and new secrets will forever emerge, yet our knowledge will never be able to overcome that wall we call the unknown. Regardless, the enemy we face belongs to the other side of that wall, in the dark forest that lies beyond. And you, Kalset, do you belong to our side of the wall or to the depths of that forest? That is up to you. Oh, you might even know the number of leaves on its trees. What a terrifying woman. Make no mistake, the saints of Iberia remain the pinnacle that humanity can reach, yet you've exceeded that, marking you as inhuman. Perhaps you've extended your life with special arts. Perhaps you've inherited some kind of ancient identity, or perhaps you possess a soul that had great ambitions. Even if our faith is only a lie built atop ideology, we nevertheless once held onto it firmly. What is truly saddening, though, is that when old age finally bests us all, we will have not yet managed to solve our problems. While those of us who have bested our old age via originium arts or other means will only come to fear endless suffering at the hands of our enemies. Why did Aegir become such an unknown terror to Iberia? How could an unarmed child so easily accept the help of a stranger brandishing a weapon? What if that child were about to drown? Then we would still require proof. Is Aegir's current situation really as you say? Can the Seaborn and their source truly be defeated? If you cannot back up these claims, then Iberia will not trust you. I will not trust you. Before I die, you must all prove it to Iberia. Otherwise, the seawater will quench the flame of civilization before the other nations can prepare. It will swarm past Iberia and tear this world apart. Perhaps this too, the refutation of Terran civilization, is itself a part of their survival of the fittest mindset. Or perhaps there is nothing inherently different between us and them. What the fuck is this? A seaside town, huh? Relaxed but gloomy, quiet but bustling, a lively place, but with danger and mystery beyond every corner. Just the place to get us in that creative groove. What did your girl say? Rips lightheartedly. Her name's Frost? Oh, this is Aya. She's in that band. Girl in the band. The shores get an unsettling vibe. I can already smell all that stuff I'd rather not. I really don't think we should be visiting the waterfront so carelessly. And Aldi. Those pants look a little bit risky, not gonna lie. But fine. And pulling the t-shirt, it's gonna lose its shape. Never mind. It doesn't matter if we can find inspiration. Come on, look how fired up about it Dan is. Frost lives depressingly. Aldi should be banned. I mean, no, it's I mean, for a stage costume, it's fine. And since they're musicians, it's okay. Time to find our muse. Right, it's a good chance. I can't believe we're actually looking to that messed up ocean for inspiration now. Yeah, which is exactly why it's a fresh new vibe. Look at the words out of my mouth. Riff's in agreement. Well, should we split up then? I can take our luggage to the hotel on my own. Alright, I'll be checking stuff over there. All by yourself? I'm glad someone's worrying. Just don't forget we're playing with the fire. We're playing with fire here. So, where's the hotel? That reminds me. Maybe I should go for Kermit. Kermit. That reminds me. How did a small town like this get itself a hotel anyway? Anyway, do people even come here? They need to make a living somehow. Right, no living, no music. Frost still riffs. The sea. We're back. Jordy. Also known as Lubin. What voice should I go for? Excuse me, can I get past? Elysium. Oh, sure, no problem. Oh, you found the issue? Okay. My issue is that there's way too many characters on screen, and I can't give different voices to them all. It's kind of complicated. Switching between them. Oh, you lost connection. That happens. Have you been sitting in the chapel again, Mr. Elysium? Sorry. We've even run into each other several times already. Don't worry about it. The name Elysium isn't very common here. Actually, someone as smoking hot as me has got to be a rare sight in Iberia to begin with, right? I don't know about that. But someone as confident as you may be. Right. It took spending some time here to realize that a place that I always called home doesn't really feel like home. You know what I mean? Are you still waiting for someone here, Mr. Elysium? It's already been several days, hasn't it? Haha, not like that. I have a choice. That's just how things are in my line of work. Besides, I'd rather hang out in comfort here, rather than in that primeval forest infested with bugs and originium. You're from the outside then? Oh, you can tell? Is it because of the vibe I give off? Actually, I guess you could say that. What do you mean? Like, the way you dress? You know your stuff? Grand Pharaoh doesn't see a lot of visitors. There's not a lot of folks here, so everyone in town knows everyone else. Besides, what with how close to the sea we are, not a lot of Liberi are willing to talk to Aegir these days. Especially after the Inquisition started showing up more often. Well, you see him in so many lores. Holy moly. And that's because he's so hot, right? Right. I get you. You've been through similar stuff plenty of times. Does this happen in other Iberian cities too? Like in those prosperous ones I hear about in the rumors? Not in just Iberia, kid. The way I see it, it's pretty much the same no matter where you go. Life stuff everywhere. But I gotta say, some of the Aegirs I've met are a real handful. Just thinking about them gives me a headache. I wish I could beam all my common sense straight into their brains. Which makes you pretty easy to get along with by comparison. And also, you look peggable. Okay, now that's a face asking who'd ever want the common sense of a guy like me. No, it's not. What's the phrase? Chigalia? Sure, I look like an unemployed bum lazing about here 24/7, but I've actually come a long way and been through way too much. So, you're an explorer then. What's life like for the Aegir in other places? Ha! Not too bad. Not too bad. I've seen this background before. It just wasn't in the best place. Oh, more characters. Mayor Thiago. You needn't come here every day. Is Thiago this guy in gloves and a worker's outfit? I've been hearing some bad rumors lately. I'm worried about you guys, Amalia. Bad rumors? You mean about the cultists? But we're not just close to the sea, we're close to the Inquisition too, at the very heart of Iberia. So how could there possibly be cultists here? Who knows? Happens all the time in coastal towns though. Hardly peculiar at all. Also, I heard someone saw a monster on the shore. Did old Pedri tell you that? Do you know the kind of nonsense he goes on about when he hasn't had his drink? You're a kind man, Thiago. I'm sure you're just worried about Jordi, the boy who works at the chapel. I'm not a very sophisticated one, though. Maybe you can put me to ease, help me sleep better at night. These rumors are just rumors, right? The ghost ship, the cultists, the sea monsters. The Inquisition hasn't let us go out to sea in a long, long time. Right. I can't even remember how long. 84 years, 85? Try 50 or 60. The profound silence happened in 1038. Have you really been trapped on land for so long in your memories? You aren't even that old. Have you been a prisoner of this place since before you were born? If living in poverty counts as imprisonment, then yes, I've been a prisoner for a long, long time. I haven't so much as looked at the sea since Marin died. I loathe it. But you're not worried about the gossip, are you? You're worried about the Inquisition. And even more so, about the penal battalion coming here to take away all the Aegirs. Oh, the penal battalion, alright? Poor Thiago. The Inquisition snuffed out the love of your life, an Aegir woman. Your anger and resentment is perfectly understandable. But be careful what you say. for everyone's sake. Maybe you're right. Okay, I'll be careful. You always know more than the rest of us anyway. So what have you been up to lately? Other than glory holes? The same old. Doing my job as a third-rate translator in this frighteningly laid-back seaside town. That said, it's been months since a messenger stopped by. All my drafts have been piling up, and it's giving me a headache. Translation. I've never even set foot outside the small town my whole life. Anything besides Iberian may as well be gibberish to me. It's getting late. Right. Jody should be off work soon. Only hope that the Inquisition isn't gonna give the lad any trouble over that gossip these next few days. I'll see you later. Be safe, Mayor Thiago. I mean, if you just showed me the pictures and told me that one of them is a mayor and one of them is a regular citizen in the town, I'd say that this is the work guy and this is the mayor. But apparently it's the other way around. Cultists, The young woman named Amaya ponders for a moment before turning her mind back to the peepers as always. Oh, is this character that Amaya? Ursine novels, Casimirian biographies, Lathanian poetry, even Sargonian folk tales. All the lands of Terra lie before her as a thick pile of literature, each word waiting to be deciphered in a solemn, orderly manner. The air is extraordinarily humid. She can't help but pinch the corner of the page. The sensation of the sea. The waves continue to accelerate and the winds are frightened. The corals line the sky, painting it a neon shade. We'll come to detest ourselves for not having wings. Are you finished with your work? Yes. As you can see, the chapel doesn't see a lot of visitors. I mostly just keep the place tidy. Are you still waiting today? Yeah. They should have been here by last week, but my superior did warn me that they're a weird bunch. So I guess being late is normal enough. Still, it's hard to call that a good thing. But why would anyone choose to meet up in Gran Ferro of all places? Strange, right? I thought so too. That's why I volunteered for the job when Misery brought it up. Not that I expected to waste a whole month here. That's a hell of a long time to be on standby. But normally the Inquisition wouldn't have let outsiders like you in at all. Because of how close it is to their command center? Or because it's close to the sea? Maybe both. I see. So how did you make it here? I haven't traveled much, but even I can tell that Gran Ferro is a backwater. If you really want to know, I could use someone to chat with. I'm dying of boredom over here. Then, if it's not too much trouble... Sorry, I didn't realize it was so late. Uncle Tiago is waiting. I should head back to make dinner. Family? Something like that. He's the one who raised me. Look, you don't have to be. Yeah, this conversation is so interesting. Let's do some skippers. Gran Ferro. It means the Great Lighthouse in an ancient Iberian tongue. Lighthouses once shone upon ships both large and small, and served as homes for all seamen to return to. Many souls dwelled beneath the reefs until the ships fell in love with the ocean, accepting its embrace and facing their own destruction. Amaya, where's she going? Some sort of commotion up ahead? That's unusual. What's going on? Oh, it's the band. And this is Amaya? And this is Jordi? Or is this Amaya? No, this is Amaya. This is some random priestess. This is an inquisitor, maybe? Hard to tell. Where are you heading? The chapel? Peeps here shouldn't be using their hands to pray. They should learn to drum instead. This square is the center of the town. Everything's built around it. A sculpture of a lighthouse. A guiding landmark to the sea and the town. What a lame analogy. What a bunch of weirdos. Let's not get too close. Didn't old Petri mention something like this before? Don't get involved. Let's let the Inquisition take you away. Sheesh. Why are all these outsiders later? Why are there all these outsiders lately? The Inquisition just doesn't care anymore, huh? Haven't seen any of them before. Look at the way they're dressed. Are they musicians? Is she looking at me? I feel so alive. A little high for me. Ayaya. So interesting. I'm here for fighting the eager. Not about this town. And it still goes on. Council is here. I didn't expect you to agree so quickly. Oh, this is a burly man. With a nice ornate sword. Maybe a rapier. I know of the events in Salviento with the 3 abyssal hunters. Irene always writes the most detailed reports, after all. And above all, I know that if you meant Iberia harm, you had other, much simpler options. The abyssal hunters, I suppose they are as strong and swift as the report suggests. The 3 of them are still controllable by the Inquisition. We retain the authority to sentence them to death. The only reason they're still allowed to walk Iberian lands is thanks to my curiosity towards your so-called truth. I can't help but wonder if Iberia's current predicament is a result of its pride then. The truth is that no one knows pride better than us. Pride is like the shadow always lurking behind every man. The 2 inquisitors with whom you're acquainted have already received orders. Should the need arise, they will appear before us. It seems we have a few unidentified Igors on Grand Pharaoh as well. You never mentioned them. Who are they? They aren't Igor. Iberia is rarely mentioned in the historical record, but that doesn't mean our history is short. At the height of our prosperity, we crossed the entire continent, advancing troops to even Bolivar. Both coin and knowledge flooded into our cities like streams pouring into a valley from a high cliff. Those glorious waterfalls roared so deafeningly loud that they could overcome even. Yeah, okay, your country was great, but now it's not. Let the golden age return again. Those beings that arose rotted the Fahrenmut. Perhaps it is them that I should keep an eye on. They show no signs of hostility, they keep me on edge. Maybe they once belonged to the sea. Calcet, you're the doctor here. Could you do the Inquisition a favor? Ask away. The Inquisition's command center is very close to the coastline. We're prepared to face destruction at any moment, but I need you, an outsider, to be our eyes gazing forward. Seeing as we're in the same boat, I have no reason to refuse. Please, Doctor, spare me the mysteriousness of your long life has earned you. Show us where the evil that lurks within us sleeps. I'll take that as a compliment, and it would be my honor. Gladia, our brief time together has you addressing me differently. On that point alone, you're quite different from before. Captain, I have a question. We've already shared all the information we have in the time since we left that reeking coast. Not all of it. We alone are more than enough. I don't understand why we must also bring. Look at her now. This is how she once was. I looked into all her treatment records at Rose Island. You've never seen her this quiet before either, have you? Don't you want to help her? And this will help? Perhaps. She alone can defeat her illusions. She's her own key. She can break through the results of those filthy experiments. She's Laurentina, after all. But until then, I need to prepare a warm bed for her. Teasing with the spectre image. It was only for a short while, but she woke up. Even so, I stared at her like that. Don't be so sentimental. We aren't her. If she doesn't mind the way she is, we have no right to meddle in it. You trust Dr. Gossip more than I thought you would. Maybe. She willingly stayed in Iberia and created this opportunity for us. I was surprised, and I have to thank her. I can only hope it all goes well for her. Look at the time. It's begging time. Yes, it's not happening today either. And here I thought I'd get to see them sooner or later just by waiting in the most conspicuous building in town. This really is such an uneventful place though. If I'd known it'd be so boring here, I would have brought along a few more books from Rose Island. A Lateran chapel, and in such great shape, even right next to the sea. Unbelievable. This place's style really has a different vibe though. I mean, as long as there are Laterans in the chapels, we can jam whenever, but this place just feels so gloomy. Ah. Alti? You best stay away from the sea, Jordy. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm gonna read the Abyssal Hunter segments. Otherwise, it's just a bit too much. It's like, I'm 50 minutes into the stream, and I've been doing nothing but read. Oh, more dialogue. How wonderful. A man who has clearly consumed excessive amounts of cheap alcohol over a long period of time is muttering ambiguously, lamenting his lack of a worthwhile life. Upon hearing that foreigners are visiting town, he finally lifts his eyelids, revealing the cloudy pupils underneath. Alive until sunset? A rock and roll band? Pah! The man snorts sharply. Let them rock and roll their way back to where they belong. We all know that this is just another of the Inquisition's cheap tricks, and they're not welcome here. The man picks up his bottle and walks out the tavern unsteadily. His trailing voice is still faintly audible. They've already ruined this place, what used to be our... Okay, a lot of lore. I'm a fan of lore, I'm a fan of good stories, I'm not a fan of lore dumps. I like to get straight into the action. But I'm not a zoomer though. A ragged beggar leans against the side of the chapel, his hands clasped together tightly. He's not so much praying as simply existing, hardly any different from a pebble. Not a fan of painful events? How's this painful? It's just a little long. Like this event and previous one. Okay, now you'll have to explain what the pain points are. Day or night, young or old, healthy or sick, nothing matters to him. Nobody cares about him, and he also cares about nobody. The beggar bows his head deeply, tears rolling from his eyelids. I don't deserve to be promoted. SN1. Yay. The stages are too niche and annoying. Well, we should be fine. Oh, I also know that there might be a life hack for the stages. But I'll only use it if we really need to. And since we're gonna meme, let's meme. We also are gonna bring... I mean, we can bring some music for the hell of it. Where are the snipers? Here's the snipers. Do I have enough? Oh yeah, I do have enough. Promoting is not an option, unfortunately. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe I can synthesize me some grindstones. Let's see. Well, I can make 4. And Rihanna's the only Abyssal Hunter I can't like the game style. I mean, yeah, it seems a little niche. That's true. It might be a bit awkward to use with the restriction of, you know, not being able to finish off enemies. The archetype. Oh, as in the fact that she's a sniper. Only Luna Cup is fine because of camouflage. So you mean Luna Cup? Oh, interesting. She gains camouflage while this unit's skill is not active. Yo! Hi, your type Navis. Also, thanks a lot for the follow. I got the notification in my email, but it was off stream, so I can play the alert for you again, for your enjoyment. Yeah, so welcome to the stream. Let's see. Right now, playing through Stultifera Navis, I finally got to the first stage because I like to read the story.
I am quite skilled at teamwork.
The story was decent. It's a lot of setup, a lot of lore dumping. A little slow, as Arknights tends to be. But not too bad, all things considered. Let's select some units. I think I have a decent mix of everyone. Some solid memes right here. Oh no. Miss Aldi, your refactored possession was positively spectacular. Really? Calling me surprised. I thought that silly little idea I came up with in the jungles of Sargon was a bit too avant-garde. But turns out the doctor had someone like you under her wing. I thought you'd all be as stuffy as her. Haha. So where are the others? Dan's the excitable type, so she ran straight to the beach. Oh, Dan's a girl. Okay. It was kind of hard to tell from the image and the name. My apologies. I and Frost went back to the hotel. Pretty run-down place, but kind of interesting. Interesting? Really? So did Calcid tell you anything about us? I only caught a word or two. Seems like you folks have something important on your hands. Yeah, 15 minutes not even into the first stage. Yeah, a classic. A classic. I was blown away when I heard that the world-famous AUS had personal ties with Dr. Calcid. To be honest, I could say the same, but still, I'm glad to have fans even out here. Gives this trip some much-needed spice. Finally getting to meet him makes the whole excruciating month all worth it, though. If it's not too much trouble, could you please sign this poster too? Why do you even bother coming back to Iberia? That's rather complicated, and something I sure didn't expect Alti from Alive Under Sunset of all people to be asking me. You like the name of our band? Where did that come from? Like? Nay, I absolutely adore it. Appreciate it. So where is she? I figured she'd be waiting here with that know-it-all look on her face, and then end up telling us nothing in a lot of her words. Still waiting for Dr. Calcid to contact me. She shouldn't have arrived much later than you all. Hope she hurries up then. High tide is about to roll in. Oh no. Yeah. Outsiders, ayaya. No outsider. No outsider in this town. We don't like outsider. Cultists. Oh, apparently monsters are attacking the town now. Elysium rushes out. Ooh. What little light remains filters through the clouds, partially cloven by the monolithic statue. The light's blood splashes across the ground, forming shadows. A dying sea terror rests quietly in the monolith's shadow, like an old man leaning against a tree to find his final respite. Or his final respite. Never sure about the pronunciation of that word. Is it already done? Old Perry wasn't lying. It really is a monster. A monster from the sea appeared in Grand Pharaoh. I know what it's called. We've seen them before. So this is a sea terror. But the coastline is so calm. And how could the Inquisition miss something this blatant? Its vacant, lifeless eyes seem to still be spinning, the land a vast, waterless ocean before them. But just as Elysium mistakes it for clinging to life, its gaze once again seems to fixate on a deep, profound death, and its motions halt completely. It's staring at me, or at something else. So there are sea terrors in the town. They're already dead. Or the one that we found was already dead. But what is it doing there, and who's responsible? Okay, a bunch of people run to the chapel. Lumen finds out about it. And then they find another one in the building. Yeah, what in the world is going on? Her. Guess it was a trap. Hello, Delcano. How's it going? We're an hour into the stream, and here it is, SN1. Finally. And it's such a small stage.
Hardly a sport when all the enemies are human.
Yeah, just in time. You're here for the gameplay, correct? Okay, Never See Spewer. Can attack all targets located on Nether Sea brand. Attacks up to 3 targets at once. Okay. Okay, so for our party comp, we have Saber, we have Zima, who likes to call people Gopnik and everything. We have some music support. We got Spectre and Spectre, Skadi and Andriana here to support. Luna Cub somehow got included, but it should be fine. Calcit is here, Shining is here. The Gigachad Noircorn and Dio. Oh no, D-Gen's sleep schedule. All too real. Okay, does this guy leave the goop behind him? Doesn't seem that way. So maybe I can just do something like this.
Must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
Put my vanguards onto the lane and then see what happens. Our budget Skadi Ultra can assist. He's global range when blue carpet is around. Yeah, so the description said. I just wasn't sure if he also pees on the floor to create the blue carpet. I guess that would be a little bit too OP.
My rule is the balance your lives hang in.
Let's add an Andriana. This single target high DPS. Not ideal. Fun fact, the ocean we are on top of is not actually watery enough to trigger water-based terrain talents. Life can stop killing operators. I'm reading chat. And then these are ranged dudes. So the only way for me to not kill my operators is to do something like this and then something like this. Then Spectre should be targeted instead. Focus. I mean, have you watched the stream before, Han?
Fear not. A warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
Okay, which skill do I have equipped? Oh yeah, it's the. I'm gonna make your HP the same as mine, 0.
Ever etched on our hearts.
Waiting is its own art too.
I think I appreciate medic so much. Well, I don't know. Maybe some of your favorite operators are medics. The sea is black. I hate death. Fair point. Honestly, it's the worst when I play RTSs. I can't sacrifice my units because each of them has a family, each of them has a history, but nah. In game, they're just units. But yeah, Dolkan is correct. They don't die. They retreat. They need to catch a breather. I have a deep connection to my operators. That's great. It's just that they may need to catch a breather sometimes. It's all good. I was 4 or 5 at the time. Old Tiago, the mayor of Grand Pharaoh, took an armed company of adults down to the coast. I still remember what the weather was like back then. It was hazy and turbulent, and colder than most evenings despite it still being afternoon. Its coldness was not a temperature, but rather color, one that had lost its warmth. I found out only later that that was the last time Grand Pharaoh did maintenance work on the Eye of Iberia, or rather tried to. The Penal Battalion. The Penal Battalion. I can't. Like, this is a serious story. But now the Penal Battalion comes in with dejection in the adults' faces. Not good. He didn't fully understand what had happened. He simply stared at the junction between sea and sky in a daze. The sea is black, perfectly ceaseless land devoid of hope. Whose inner monologue is this? Thiago's? Also, once again, look at these two characters. One of these is a regular citizen, the other is a mayor. And you guessed it, the mayor is on the right, and a regular citizen is on the left. But yeah, it's like, I really want to enjoy the story, but they just clean up the thing. People are upset and worried that the Inquisition is gonna come and punish everyone, even though nobody knows where the thing came from. Elysium talks to Alti. Calcid breaks up their date and says that we need to leave. I guess Calcid brushes off Alti. Okay, these might be the cultists that are actually creating problems. They're extremely unwelcoming towards Aegir, and also scared of outsiders and stuff. Amaya and Tiago exchange rumors. This is why my soul isn't penguin logistic. Why? Do you prefer Sora to Alti? Or to Aya? This is bizarre hunter. Jojo, it has nothing to do with you. You don't look like you're from the Penal Battalion. You cannot deceive me. Wait, you're an Aegir? It makes you even less likely to be an Inquisitor. Silence is the most terrifying sound in the sea. We cannot tolerate it in a second time. None of us can. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I think you should leave. The Bishop of Salviento is dead. I I am not as patient as you might believe. And my response in Nigerian. Here she goes. I never thought I'd see a living abyssal hunter with my own eyes. Yeah, I think she might be that Amaya that I've heard about. Prefer freedom and normality. Like, crazy family. He's abyssal hunter? Yes. He's the bizarro abyssal hunter. Life safe pulls. Soon operator. Yes, understood. I save pull, otherwise disappointment. Yeah, leader of another abyssal squad. Could be. Okay, they find this corpse. I'm not sure what Calcet can do with ulti. Oh, ulti is an A gear. Okay, and she wonders if other fish people are basically like her. And Calcet says, nah. Fish people are different. And then the Chad Inquisitor, who's 123 years old, comes in and punishes the cultists. I clean my room 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, the... what's it called? The smaller dialogues I don't mind so much. A strange wheeled device rolls down from the pile of debris, covered in dust and missing parts, but still emitting a strange glow. It's unclear what activated it, but it nevertheless wears to life. Around its chassis are the words "Little Handy" written in Aegirian. If its missing components can be found, it may prove unexpectedly helpful on the battlefield. Little Handy added to inventory. I never knew we were playing an RPG. What the hell is that? Why is this happening to Grand Pharaoh? First the Aegir, then the cultists, and now these damn monsters. I need to leave this place, otherwise, I've seen it with my own eyes. The Inquisition's flames will burn a person's soul dry. Yeah, Roomba the Destroyer of Worlds. I'll leave these things to you. We get 20k and 20 compasses from this person. Oh, things change. I guess if this is the location. I think things located on the map. And this is the chapel. The people remain as motionless as statues, the twitching old man no longer anywhere to be seen. Nobody's willing to reveal where he went. Oh, I skipped dialogue and now I can't reread it. Okay. He grew up along the coast. He longed for the freedom to see the ocean. Yeah, the events UI is quite unique, true. That Roomba makes a certain gentleman god in this event. Is this Elysium by any chance? According to Elysium himself, he is quite hot. Okay, Tiago warns Jordi about the Inquisition. Why should I worry? You're Aegir, and they don't like Aegir. Just because of where you come from. Yeah, just... Oh, this continues. Digital slow. Welcome to the channel. I am not interested in any promotions, sorry. Okay, what's the deal with the Inquisitor and the Alti? Maybe he's suspecting them. No. The story. Wonder how many people for these scams? Good question. I mean, you can certainly do marketing for your streams, for your YouTube channels, and stuff like that. But Gladiant interacts with the band? That's curious to see. Sorry for the delay, my internet is really bad. It's all good, no worries. I see. This is the wrong way. Are we just gonna leave our instruments in that damp room? No, I can smell the waves. The sea is just ahead. What do waves smell like? Like cotton. Using olfactory vocabulary to express visual elements. But you're right, the sea is right up ahead. You. An Aegir, and of a different breed from the ones who grew up on land. It must be that strange sort of Aegir. What did they call you again? Oh right, Abyssal Hunters. Gladia frowns. She rarely expresses her emotions in such complex ways. The thing with that is they don't even chance the template. So I've been linked 12 accounts for that same exact message. Oh, I see. I mean, like, they gotta work, and putting in the time to customize the message is not bringing in any more money, I imagine. It's easier to spam a bunch of channels rather than offer genuine, like, proper deals to individuals. But whatever. Let's keep going. It came from her instincts as an abyssal hunter, as a consul, as an Aegir technician, as a soldier. You are sus. You know them. Yes, by chance. Why so mysterious? Well, whatever. I'm just glad our name is known even among the Aegir. Alti once visited that ship, following your scent trail, but this is the first time we've met in person. I'm Aya, main vocalist of Australia, then here is our drummer. Greetings, guests from the sea. You're of the sea too. A pleasure to meet you. When I came to the land, I sought Calcid to learn more about you, about your terrestrial kin. Oh, if you're talking about the things on land, then I guess we're kin, technically. Not sure if I can say the same about the ones in the sea. What are you here for, the doctor? Just an appointment. We seek a way back to Aegir. Back to Aegir, huh? The three of you together? We are not so easily separated. Ah, what a great friendship. What about the one in the back? Is she shy? Why doesn't she say anything? Because she's Spectre. And she's gamer. She doesn't know how to talk to people. Something doesn't seem right with her. Her brain is tormented. Is she sick? You could say so. Poor thing. What is it, Dan? I just felt something up my spine, like an electric shock to my brain. Then a strange voice. Unusually quiet, Spectre gazes at the sky. She closes her eyes. Waves brush against chaotic thoughts. This place is far from the coast, but something is touching her consciousness. It is in the wind, among the clouds, through the land, from the sea. I have to diff, the stream is freezing way too much. It only allows 1080p. Not letting you choose 720 or 4A. Delcano, can you try opening Twitch in like a private tab? You know, incognito browsing or something? And then see if sort of essentially logging out of your account can give you the controls back. Give it a shot. Something weird like that could work. What happened to digital? Who's digital? Bot? Delcano remove the message. A voice. I can hear it. I don't hear anything. The music of the sea. The children of the sea are crying. It is a song. The scent of sea terrors. Lots of them. The town is under attack. Oof. Here's JP. Hey, how'd you get in there? Are you Inquisitor? The ones you're dragging are... Go home. Incognito doesn't work as well. Crap. I don't know. Try googling the issue. Just search up, you know, Twitch quality settings, something. Those two are under suspicion of colluding with heretics. I am performing my duty as an Iberian Inquisitor. Leave now, unless you want to be caught up in battle. Their blood will draw enemies. An Inquisitor? Where did the Inquisition arrive? Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Do you know these two? Them? Juan? It's Juan? I always thought he looked suspicious. That's enough. No need to torment yourself. Go home and be sure your doors and windows are locked. Alright. You can come out now. Oh no, the veiled ladies.
An Inquisitor. No, a High Inquisitor. What's the Inquisition doing here? Amaya and Tiago have gone missing. Do the Aegir have something to do with it? You killed Juan, you bastard.
Not quite. He yet lives. I intend to extract some answers from him. You are different from the enemies I know. Your minds are your own, and you're working under clear directions. But if you're truly sane and awake, then you should understand that you stand no chance against me, nor any other brave soldier of the Inquisition. Why give up your lives? What meaning is there in your futile sacrifice? What have the accursed tides promised you? What are you scheming on this barren shore? I have many questions, enemies of Iberia, and I can only hope your god has answers.
Do it! Do it now!
I mean, it's okay to to play with the functions of the chat, but be careful and don't do it too much. TD Scare Dragon. Life, how close are you to affiliate? I'm 2 streams away. Because I think what happened is some other person became affiliate and took your priority to transcoding according to Google, because I need to be able to select different options before. So becoming affiliate should give you a prior as well. Okay. But yeah, it's interesting that timing out a person just deletes all your messages from the current chat session. Han taunting Delgado. Wow. But yeah, basically, if I can fit in 2 more streams, I can apply for affiliate. But then I also don't know, sort of, there has to be some sort of a process of approval for affiliate. Maybe it's not that complicated. And just clear your nonsense. Yeah, that's fine. Han, don't make us do it again. Decent chat messages from now on. Try to stay positive. Despairing the fact that once Enfield releases a shall have 3 channels. Yep. 3 streams this month. Yeah, something like that. No, it's not in a month, it's in the last 30 days. I'm the bad guy. Yep. Cultists have infiltrated the town, and the growling of monsters drifts from the shadows. It is impossible to pass through here. Huh? Okay, I guess we have to clear the stage first. And then we'll be able to do things. Good. Okay, let's see. Any requests for the memes that we should do? Oh, maybe I should do the full Abyssal Hunter squad. Okay, let's see. Who are our Abyssal Hunters? Firewatch is basically Andriana, just improved, and so she goes in. Sora is Scotty Alter, but discount version. Andriana is here. Who are we missing? I think we need a Gladia, So rope, welcome. And we can take Spectre, but alternate universe and little girl. We can take Ambriel because it's another clone of Andriana. Who else can we take? Fish Squad. Fun fact, we use Seahorse. Oh, true. Yeah, I remember that it's super hard to tell from the visual design alone. I forgot about getting W from banner. Sorry, I'll hide it next time. But yeah, I get the impression that just this will not be enough, so I'll probably need some sort of proper support with, I don't know, some heals maybe? And what else? Maybe some DP generation that could be decent.
The team is complete.
You got Mizuki. I don't remember. I think not. No Weedy. Sorry. She's not leveled. I'm restarting.
Let's go.
Oh, it's the... what's the sound that the blowfish made from that famous clip with the knife? Okay, who? Okay, Calcet. Sorry. I mean, Benna could be also a meme. But Weedy, welcome. Boop boop boom. Oh, song requests. I'll have to remember to open it next time. I mean, the pufferfish eating the carrot, exactly. Okay. I guess we do something like this. Can't understand on building things with VD, it's a crime not to build. I am building everyone, it's just that there's way too many of these everyones around. So I can't build all of them at once. Oh no, we got the Nether Sea Predator. He's on the list. Cannot be blocked while on Nether Sea brand. Gains physical and arts dodge. Disabled by certain negative statuses. Alright, maybe let's try sniping. That could be a decent trick. Bring it on, bastards!
I'm in position.
Weedy is the definition of fun and meta. Alright, fair enough. Okay, we need the heals. I won't be able to heal that flank unless... I guess unless we deploy here. Yeah, that's rough, Delcano. Sorry you can't stay, but yeah, the what's it called? The VOD will be up on Twitch right after the stream, and I'm always uploading them to YouTube. It's just that I'm not sharing them yet because thumbnails. I need to make some thumbnails. Maybe next stream we can spend some time like drawing and you know, maybe add thumbnails for all the videos that I have in store. Someone needs to be here for bot attacks. I mean, I think I can click, even on OBS. I can delete individual messages, ban people, so it still works. Yeah, sassy Amogus thumbnails, yeah. Super fun. Also, making them is a lot of fun for me as well. Just takes a bit of time, like 15 minutes per thumbnail, maybe 20. If it's very involved, then like half an hour. I mean, Han, if you'd like, I can give you mod. You're frequenting the stream. It seems safe enough. Don't? Why? I'm terrible mod. I mean, in this case it can be mod for tonight. Or let's just see how it goes. I'm not expecting, you know, waves of bots to be joining the stream all the time and posting terrible, terrible comments. If I'm mod, I'm basically hardcore serious. I mean, try being a moderator and not taking it too seriously.
I'm in a gorgeous mood right now.
What? Where's my DPS? Do they have like physical dodge or something? Bruh. Cringe.
Waiting is its own fun. More.
If a DDoS lays, I can. Yep. 30 seconds of delay. Holy shit. This is worse than my machine. My condolences to Kyle. I just want to know why I recommend the video. Yeah, please tell me. I'm curious. She has 3 things that cheats this event. Okay. What are those? Push, stun, and true damage. Nice.
Waiting is its own art too. You're safe then. Who knows
Oh,
what
we can do
words
this. Oh, too late. And I never ended up using Weedy. Real fact. Stuck with this awful internet for at least 11 more months? Yikes. I mean, isn't it possible to, I don't know, change your provider or change the plan or something like that? But I remember you said that fiber could have been an option in your place, but they couldn't lay the cable or something. Oh, okay, Gladia segment. We gotta read this. Calcit and Alti seem to be just discussing just eager attacks. And oh no, they're discussing how Iberia is kind of fucked unless they get their head out of their ass. But yeah. As ever, Calcit picks the worst meeting locations. What's going on here? Thank you. You in Ager too? From the outside? Too. There's no infrastructure for internet here. Wow. Got mobile Wi-Fi or whatever it's called in other countries. Basically mobile data, but it's box that plugs into the plug. Oh, I see. Yeah, so it's 4G home internet. And you get a router that connects via 4G, and then it is a mobile hotspot, hosting Wi-Fi or something. Since no cables, the signal strength and speed varies wildly randomly. True, yeah. I've lived off of 4G hotspot on my phone. But yeah, it was decent enough to kind of stream and play some games, but yeah, 1080p is not always a guarantee, that's true. At the very least, what could help is at least connecting to your router. So if you have like an Ethernet port in the in the box and in your laptop or computer, just connect them up. That will help a lot. It's like replacing Wi-Fi by Ethernet is already goes a long way. Got Ethernet cable to the router already. Okay, so in this case, that's all you can do really. But yeah, that's rough, buddy. Internet cafes? Do they exist still? They might exist somewhere like in Japan or Korea. Haven't seen that many around where I live. Internet cafes are basically dead in Turkey. Sad. But yeah, they're mostly like clubs nowadays, I guess. But yeah, I'm just sorry to hear that you're in this sucky situation. It's really rough, buddy. It's just that my analytical brain always wants to sort of, instead of commiserating and being with you there in the moment, it always skips to the next step, which is troubleshooting. And I'm trying to generate ideas and find solutions. Now, one internet cafe around here, but I'm pretty sure it's a money laundering place, and the PCs there are like 20 years old. Oof. Yeah, it's like you hear funny stories on the internet how like a guy walks into like a pizza restaurant or a pizza place, and he orders a pizza on the menu, and the people who work there look all surprised. They fix a pizza for the person and then tell them to like leave and not come back, and like don't even charge them for the pizza. And what is even funnier is that the pizza turns out to be like the best pizza that person has ever had in their life or something. The internet is good enough for most things, but stuff like streams can be hassle. Yeah, when Twitch forces me to 1080p. Can it 720, 480? It's quite okay, honestly. I see. That kind of makes sense. I'm wondering. That also makes me think about what's it called? How I can set the bitrate on my end. That would also be kind of interesting to know. It's where every mattress store is money laundry scheme. Could be, yes. Ah, you refer to Austria. Ager, eh? Are you here to fight them? You took out those monsters in the blink of an eye. Your attitude towards the Aegir seems different in this town. There used to be a lot of them around here, until about 20 years ago. The need to change stuff for me alone, just getting affiliate should probably solve it all. I mean, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But yeah, maybe it would be worthwhile to get affiliate, and maybe for that I might stream on like Saturday instead of Sunday, or maybe in addition to Sunday. Just really depends. But yeah, really a lot of things are going on at the moment. It's like life tends to either be extremely quiet or extremely busy, and there's nothing in between. Either it's a complete dead air and nothing interesting is happening at all, or you have constant deadlines and a rush to complete so many things at once. It's crazy. Did the Inquisition send you? Should we ask for their help? But yeah, the bitrate thing is still sort of... I'm curious about that, because sort of imagine I want to stream in higher resolutions, or vice versa. It's like, if I upgrade my setup, will I be able to stream in 4K? If I want to stream it in 1080p instead of 4K, can I change the setting? If I want to go up or down, it's like, depends. What if I want to do a stream that is 240p, just for the meme? I gotta know how to do that. None of my concern. But unless you intend to get hurt, I recommend hiding until this is over. Alright. This place, they're everywhere. Not as bad as Salviento, but it's still strange. I don't like this lore. Which lore? The 144p stream? Yeah, hold on. Let me go into audio effects. I may have some interesting effects for you. I just forget where this is. I recently switched the version of Ableton that I'm using, and I haven't had the chance to really see what is where. This is not really what I'm looking for. Okay, there's narrow stereo. Maybe this is the thing. Is this the thing? No. Barely changed anything. Anyways. Bro, this internet makes 0 sense. I think my brother slept because the freezing is much less now. It's insane to me how just having one phone connected to the router can affect the other devices on the network. Yeah, it's like... the bandwidth is 1 for all who are connected. And also the more recently connected devices are preferred for a little bit. But yeah, what can I do super easily? But yeah, I might play with some audio effects in the future. Could be a lot of fun. I'm scared. Yeah, we could have had flashlight, but we have ominous chatting instead. True. Let's see here. I feel so alive. This town has not been consumed by rot. There are even those leading more or less normal lives here. Hi, Shogeki, how's it going? Yeah, this is what inner thoughts sound like. Why do you want to take my mic away? I think it's a lot of fun. It's just that I have a bunch of effects and I haven't really played with them off stream. I can prepare some for you next time, and then I can enable interesting things at the right moments. What do you mean you aren't fighting demons every day in your mind? I prefer the cat noises. So you prefer the putting you? You prefer the dory 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 dory? You prefer the yeah? Alright. I'll remember that. But yeah, let me see if I can get to CN3. Or SN3, sorry. Especially the last one. Alright. I mean, we all have our demons. We all have our vices. Someone likes cocaine. Someone is addicted to hookers. Well, I like neko-arc noises. Good idea for SFX is once you get affiliate, having them as redeems. True, true. Oh, you are my demons. I'll take that as a compliment. I'm trying to read Abyssal Hunter lore, but I'm failing, even at that. I forgore the streamer, but there was this one Arknights VTuber who has some really nice redeems. I mean, I'd be curious to know what you want to have as like channel point rewards or something. I hope it's not fart noises, because I'm not really into that sort of humor. A vine boom is okay. And do 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 doom do do doom boom boom. The waves have not touched this place. And internet is beyond redemption now. True. We need the reset button on the whole internet. Let's just start over. Then the flotsam has come into hiding. No surprise there. If our target is that ship, then Calcit must have chosen this place for a reason. Should we split up? I'll find Calcit. You and Shark handle the sea terrors. Right. They are weak, but don't get hurt. Weakness is often baked. Shark? Gamer. Take care of her, Scotty. I still have trouble getting used to how she is now. I know. Oh no, this JPEG is very rough. What happened to your mouth? No. Elysium is here, and he's like, man, I'm hot. And he's pants with directions, as they say. Oh, here's the bizarre hunter. Grand Pharaoh will be no more. Is this really what you want? Our interests are aligned. Shouldn't have to happen. You are the only one who can stop both the Inquisition and your own people. I'll kill you, Maya, soon. My. Ara. I thought we were on a first-name basis, Ulpianus. Arknights really likes the names involving the Pinus and the Penal Battalion and now Ulpianus. Nothing could get more cursed than April base art and Silver Ash E2 art. Ooh. Hot take, but I think that perfumers JPEGs also kind of belong in that category, because they really stand out with how they're drawn. or with how they're colored. A completely different style. They absolutely stand out from everything else. Perhaps he intended to make our move once we'd arrived at the lighthouse, but you know full well that's not our destination. We're going someplace further, and it's there that we'll make our choice. Aren't the Abyssal Hunters all of one mind? Why haven't you gone back to your squad? What are you thinking? You never saw what I saw. Ah yes, the oldest story in the book. They never saw what you saw either. Did you lose trust in each other? Aegir is united by the bonds of blood. I chose to go into exile in order to achieve our common goal. Uh-huh. Stay away from it, Amaya. Even on dry land, Gladia, Skadi, and Laurentina can wipe this town from existence with little more than a shrug. The hand that Amaya has placed on the book moves ever so slightly. Unperturbed, she smiles back at the provocation. You're right. Thank you for your concern. I need that ship. I must reach it before Gladia. It cannot return to Aegir knowing nothing of what is going on. I am so hot. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, Gladia meets the Inquisitor. I guess they're shuffling around the characters and they get them to interact with one another. A pleasure to meet you, ma'am. You must be the Abyssal Hunter that Calcit mentioned. Oh, balls. Is this your work? Iberia is not always so messy, I beg your pardon. Gladia is quiet for a moment. In her long years on dry land, she has seen how weak and backwards the terrestrial states are, but also the strength of the Inquisitors at Salviento. Calcit's words echo in her mind as she thinks on how to live alongside those above water. Tsundere Ulpianas refusing to cooperate with Gladia, and that's just yeah. Yamete kudasai. The silence lasts only a moment. I am Gladia, Technology Council of Aegir, and the Abyssal Hunter's chief designer of warfare. For the first time, she speaks to a land-dweller as a representative of Aegir. Her counterpart nods, sheathes his rapier, and strides over the silent carcass of the sea terror. Carmen, High Inquisitor of the Iberian Inquisition. I see the legends of the Aegir hold true. You're different from the others. I have a few more years under my belt. Where's Calcit? She's speaking to another guest from the ocean in the chapel. Gladia turns to walk away when... If you've come to speak to the doctor, I'm sure she's shared the same information with you. Perhaps. What do you think of her suggestion? We can talk after I've confirmed she's unharmed. We have no reason to harm someone who wishes to protect Iberia from the bottom of her heart. So you say. I've seen more foolishness in my brief time on land than I have for half a lifetime. If it's been such a brief time, how can you be so sure? The worst of times brings out the worst in people. Iberia's current reality is far from gilded. Regardless, I'm not here to debate. If she's in the chapel behind you, then you'll never reach the Eye of Iberia without the Inquisition's help. It was not destroyed in the profound silence. If the Stultifera remains afloat, then the Eye of Iberia is the only way to find it in the vastness of the ocean. What Iberia can offer, I can achieve on my own, with only slightly more effort. I suppose I have something to look forward to then, Gladia. I'm probably the only one who likes Spectre Alter the most in the Abyssal Squad. I mean, I'm also personally the sort of I appreciate Spectre's story way more than the other Abyssal Hunters. But once again, my knowledge is a little limited. Majority Escant, it could be. Sure, Spotter is the second most liked. Probably. Because, isn't it true that Spectre and Scotty are the two Abyssal Hunters who have the most lore? For the time being? Specifically, her OG's awful lore. Being a psycho to amazing human. I mean, like, there's only so much you can do when stuff is injected into your spine. Murderous Yandere Shark. Waifu probably is used to taste of the D-gens though. True. But wouldn't they go for something that's way easier to be D-gen in? Because, like, there's way too many layers to Spectre.
How many left? 4 or 5, maybe. Some have departed to seek sanctuary elsewhere.
And overall, we still know very little about it here. True. Fish people. Am I right?
Very well. Burn these documents. We don't have time for them. Grand Pharaoh once called this place home. You are still bound by such distractions? No, no more. Burn them all.
Nexi Unlimited is assumed to be the third installment of Arknights, Stultifera Navis and the Eager chapter. Could be fun. Let's wait and see.
The Inquisition must not find them.
Destroying the evidence. Just like the Bush administration. Man, I'm so hot. Man, these papers are hot. Bruh, what the fuck? Someone's jumping to conclusions. Put that down, Liberty. Let it burn as it should. Ew. Elysium has always been confident in his ability to talk his way out of a situation. In this case, however, he does not get a chance to, barely avoiding the touch of cold steel. Hey, don't you know it's rude to strike without warning? Dr. Calcet, their goal is...
It'd be a waste to leave all that good stuff here. The enemy doesn't need it anyway, right?
Right. And I'm also looking at the time. We're 2 hours in. Completed SN1 and SN2. Amazing. An old man's vigilant eyes peer out from behind the curtains. He had experienced this decades ago and is no stranger to it. Their hopes of rebuilding are being crushed underfoot, and the instigator is someone they believed in. The friends regarded as brothers have disappeared into the shadows. The plans into which countless hours were poured have been put on hiatus, and the imposing man with the lantern says that the cult has infiltrated you. The old man gazes at the photo hanging upside down over his bed. The once dazzling sunset has faded, and thus a dream was shattered between monsters and humans, which is truly more terrifying. Yeah, 2 hours, 2 stages. Yep. That's the content we'll love to see. I forgot next to Unlimited is festival event. Yeah, it's Dragon time. And then Eager time. Yeah, calm, collected, and planned. All the adjectives that you would use to describe this stream, correct? A rustling sound comes from the empty shop. Is it the struggling of a victim, or... A sea terror is curled up behind the counter, with an elderly woman sitting across from it. Yo, what up? Oh, I need to go to sleep and I've seen almost nothing. Crap. I mean, like, it's been fun. We're reading the story, we are trolling the characters, setting our own spin on things, and also playing through the stages, one by one, slowly but surely. But yeah, hope you had fun, Han, and hope you to see you around.
Good night.
A stack of diagrams lie scattered between the old woman and the sea terror. Though half her face is concealed by a hood, she's undoubtedly staring at the creature before her. Many years ago, she had dedicated all her talents to Iberia's greatest expedition, but that intrepidity ended in a terrifying silence. My Prime expired and no longer have those great emotes.
Oof.
Unfortunate. I'm too degen to sub all streamers offline. Fair. I mean, like, when you're subscribing, you have to get that dopamine hit from seeing the notification, from seeing the streamer's reaction. Otherwise, it's a purely mechanical thing. Funny how the guy claiming he will leave for an hour has outlasted Han. True. How did that happen? After experiencing hardship, struggle, and disillusionment, she gave herself to a greater cause, one transcending country or geography. She sought to find the perfect other side that all living things could cross over to. What's more, within the cult, she is able to continue the research on monsoons and hydrology that has captivated her so. Now that the Inquisition has arrived, the products of her blood, sweat, and tears must be burned, her theories never to see the light of day. She chose to dedicate them to a cycle of the Great Evolution, to a sea terror. Sea terrors roam right in front of her, but do no more than roam. Fortunately, she is patient. Okay, what's going on here? What am I leaving for if the guy on the screen doesn't read my name aloud wrongly once a month, right? Yeah, that's true, Litkana. Totally. Sheds still line the shores, offering a glimpse of how bustling the small town used to be. People from all over used to arrive, trying to restore a glimmer of hope following the calamity. But now it's been abandoned, its sheets of metal rusting away. The precious materials once used to build this place are now scattered about everywhere, no longer of anyone's concern. Ooh, who this? Along the uninhabited street, travelers from afar now sing. Oh, I forgot the voices that I used. Irene. Yes, maestro. I mean, sir. You seem distracted. I'm fine. Grand Pharaoh is a tiny town, so small that most maps don't even bother to list it. A streamer once called me Ditto. How do you go from something like DD Kano Del to Ditto? Good question. I mean, if it was a brief glance, maybe it's the autocomplete in the brain that does most of the work. Irene is here. Yeah, I was about to say that, maybe I should speed up a bit and maybe, fast forward the story to get the basic gist and just focus on clearing the stages. But if it's Irene we're talking about, we should really see what's going on. But this is a request from Lord Carmen himself, and it involves Dr. Calcet and those eager. I know, sir, If you still haven't found your answer, I will not give you permission to join the mission. I'd already made up my mind when I first decided to follow in your footsteps and become an Inquisitor. Yes, before you even knew the question. An answer is worthless if it cannot explain what you see and hear. Don't die a worthless death, Irene. You know what we're fighting against, and you must find your own answer. Yes, sir. I forget what Irene's question was. Lady Calcet. Gladia's tone does not change, but her footsteps reflect her mood. A blink of the eye, and she's by Calcet's side. Good work, Gladio. The Inquisition didn't do anything to you, did they? The fact that Iberia has not yet sunk into the sea is proof that they still remain a shred of humanity and vigilance. You found a way, as promised. Yes, however, even if Iberia is willing to let go of their fears, what about Ager? What about you? If this temporary cooperation is necessary to help us return to the ocean, so be it. Finally, an Ager with some sense, right? Like the waves themselves, like the rays and texture of the sea. Well there, Special Ager. I believe you've already met our other members? Yes, you're also a member of SAW? Alti, bassist. Nice to meet you. How are things outside? The cultists are out in force, but individually they're rather weak. My hunters can take care of everything. The Inquisition will only work with us once we've taken care of the problems in Gran Faro. And there's no time to waste. Gladia raises her lance. At the same time, she senses that something is not right. There, among the sea terrors. But how could it be? Calcet's here. Dr. Calcet, their goal is... Elysium? What's the matter? One of our operators is in trouble. Something lurks here. As we discussed, Alti, the members of Oz can stay ashore. We'll handle this as quickly as possible. Sure, we can wait. And we'll be happy to provide some BGM for your campaign. I feel so... too weak. They keep coming, buying time, or spreading something. I must find a leader. Spectre, my gamer. Ah, Scotty. Long time no see. Something the matter? Are you alright? I'm fine, just a little tired. Yes, we're fighting, right? The scent of the ocean reminds me of home. But home? My home?
Yeah.
The sea. The scent of the sea grows stronger. Are we home, Scotty? Is this the way home? It will be, Spectre. Laurentina, I promise. Tell me then, what's that before my eyes? What? A figure strides down the street, humming a tune. The streets are a mess in the aftermath of the panicking townsfolk, but it hardly bothers Frost as she plucks at the air and imagines music. The sea terrors keep away from her. No, they ignore her. Is she playing an instrument? Does it sound nice? I don't know. Then ask. Wait. I'm so hot. Damn it. When it was when we first met. No, he didn't even touch me. Stultifera ASMR. I aim to please. A streamer has to know how to work with their throat. If you know what I mean. Those documents must be destroyed, Iberian. Obey, and you may keep your limbs attached if you prefer. Shit is fast. Weren't your friends only burning them because there wasn't time to save them all? With your skills, you could just as easily have taken them yourself. So why the need to burn them? I love how Ellie has become like Batman announcing he is. So every time before getting into the dialogue. True. I am Batman. I am so hot. Friends. The man growls from the bottom of his throat, a sound born of humiliation. We're not friends. Then what? It doesn't concern you. Surrender the documents and leave this place. Whether you're with the Inquisition or another country. He stopped. Yes, you've always been sharp. The mysterious eager gazes into the distance. Friends. We may be bound by blood, but you must stay away from Aegir for now. Elysium evades the attack, but it's immediately clear where he managed to. The sword's aura rips the charred papers to shreds, sending the splintered truth drifting into the wind. Crap. They cannot return to Aegir just yet. Allowing everyone to act on their own will only accelerate the destruction. Even though Aegir has already chosen the path of self-annihilation. No more sea terrors approach. Unsurprising numbers for the coast. Now, where are you hiding?
You. No, not the lantern.
Answer me. What do you intend for Grand Pharaoh?
That lantern, get it off me.
Answer me.
It's...
What are you pointing at? Carmen looks back in the direction that the cultist is indicating. A statue stands in the middle of the square. Ah, Grand Pharaoh, the Great Lighthouse. Of course, you're seeking the lighthouse of Grand Pharaoh.
Stop! Stop it!
The nobles once called those great monuments the Eye of Iberia. Dozens of them once stood on Iberia's coastline. Even had the Witch King's Tower in Lithuanian not been toppled, it would still have been dwarfed by these guardians of the sea. They're the single greatest mark that human civilization has ever left on this land.
See, the Eye of Iberia, the miracle destroyed the sacrilege. Take the lantern away.
The profound silence destroyed most of the lighthouses and disabled the rest. What are you plotting? I see, so you knew. You knew that one remained operational, that the goal of the Grand Pharaoh project was to protect what was left of the Eye of Iberia. That's why you've been lurking here, awaiting your chance.
You.
I never expected there to be traitors in the very heart of the Inquisition. Where are they?
While you're here, babbling away, look under your feet and come face to face with your pathetic narrow-mindedness.
What? And the sea terrors are glowing. What is this luminescence? Get away from it.
Monster.
I wonder if you can hear me doing the growl. No, not the right sound. Difficult. Meltdown. Hello. Frost plays a peaceful riff. There's a familiar scent on you. Do you know what it is? Spirited riff. A pleasant melody, but not the one I know. Then, how does the one you know go? When she prayed, the star ceased to shimmer. We all know Monster actually has a kawaii voice, but he just too shy to speak up. Ooh. When she prayed, the stars ceased to shimmer. When she wept, the night let out a smile. When she laments, the anguish sprawled upon her madness. A song of vigor, a sad song. But I don't like it. It belongs in the past. It lacks passion and wallows into futile sentimentality, the same as Aegir itself. A shame. You've come home, Aegir. Home? Me? Sing. In song, you will rediscover yourself. Song. What memories will singing recall? Just sing, you will encounter your past. You must eventually find and face your destiny, or it will find you. That's how it has ever been since I left the ocean. What a strange woman, but I don't mind singing. And sing. La 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 la. When she prays, the star ceased to shimmer. As always, there's such sorrow in your song. Who are you? I never imagined we'd meet again in such circumstance, Laurentina. So she is that character. Warp meal box. Manual. Wilderness survival module. A warp mailbox with a strange device crammed into it, the words Wilderness Survival Module printed on the side in Aegirian, seemingly slotting into a little handy. Who put it there, and what message are they trying to hand to whom? Doctor, here's your newly obtained module. You can expect it in Little Handy. Active modules can assist us in better combating the Seaborn. Carry on exploring and get your hands on even more. Melee operators have plus 40% healing effectiveness. Wow. Spectre is totally busted. Penal Battalion. Okay, let's do the training stage. You can also inspect and adjust the modules of Little Handy here. Okay. Let's go. Or at least I hope that I'm correct, that healing effectiveness increase or also works with, you know, Spectre's passive. We're holding a special training drill today, focused on upcoming enemies and combat environments we'll be likely facing. Remember, Roomba has 2 modules for each buff. Oh, nice, so there's also strategic choice involved, and not just enabling everything. Though this is only a simulated battlefield based on frontline information provided by the Inquisition, it must be taken seriously.
What are those weakling tiles?
This is Nether Brand. Some scholars are calling it a unique oceanic life form. We still don't have too much information at present. Watch.
Push forward, Commander! Ura!
This unusually shaped organism will spread to adjacent tiles at fixed intervals. The goop.
Specialty!
It spreads.
Shoot! It spread under the enemy's feet.
Be careful. Some enemies can deal increased nervous impairment when on Nether Brand.
Here's something yummy for you. I'm here. Doctor, come on, show me what you've got.
Instructor Doberman, the brand spread to me. I can sort of hear the sleepy noise.
Take care. Nether Brand will deal arts damage and nervous impairment to any operators deployed on its tiles.
Can I retreat, please? It feels like my shoes are gonna melt and I can't stand up.
Deploying operators on Nether Brand is the only way to prevent its further spread. Any tiles without operators deployed will allow the brand to freely spread. I'll send a medic operator to back you up. Hang in there, Quora. Yeah, that's just rough. There's another gap on the right side. Quick, block the Nether Brand from spreading to the main battlefield. The rest is up to you now. Okay, I guess
Protect us all.
Cardigan goes here and then we win.
Here's the medicine. Anyone hungry?
Can't wait to get the Roomba. Yeah, Quora goes to... What?
It's okay. It's curable. Push forward, Commander! Ura!
Oh, we had to block and I guess we had to
Mission accomplished.
clear the monsters faster.
Thanks, medics. You saved my life.
I thought that it kind of does itself once you follow the steps. But I guess you need to activate the skills as well. Yeah, falling training stages.
Push forward, Commander! Ura!
Yeah. I have to admit, this happened to me way too many times. That is failing training stages. Some of them can be super tricky.
Doctor, this is my playground! Understood. Here's the medicine.
Okay, this is barely enough. Wow.
Gotta aim more carefully. Anyone hungry? Mission accomplished. Yeah, a flawless victory.
Okay, here's what I think. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a couple more stages, but maybe without reading the story anymore. And then we'll see how it goes. Oh, it has no story, so we're actually fine. It's just that today I was planning to have the stream last not as long as usual.
Spineless scumbags.
People sad.
I'm in a gorge.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the Spectre here and stop this thing from spreading.
I'm heading victory or death.
Especially these guys. Maybe you can do something like that. Did it tell you story plus stages would probably take 24 hours?
Waiting is its own art too.
I mean, honestly sounds a little too long. Oh wait, do these houses still give buffs? I guess not.
Patience is limited, Doctor. Call for help immediately if you're injured.
Just hope you stick through with the story while the introduction is a bit slow. It's worth it. Okay, that makes sense.
First aid here. Take it.
Okay, let me go with some more support. And I might need to replace Zima with Spectre or something.
Duh, it's me.
I'll be right there. Is this a good spot?
Maybe I should have brought a few, a Whisperain or something. Maybe that could have helped. Say the 24-hour would be divided to 6 plus 8, 19 being stages. Oh, really?
Waiting is its own art too.
Bruh. That stinks.
Patience is limited, Doctor.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have retreated her. She would have become a doll, and it would have been fine.
Please. Let me
Whoa.
know the results.
Zere Hikikomoni. Welcome to the team.
Joy unto me.
We come to purge you. What do you mean? I don't need any purging. I'm already standing on Nether Sea brand and everything. Yeah, but hi. Hope you enjoyed the show. This is Stultifera Navis
Let me know the
in Arknights.
results.
You come from a worse place. Alright. Hey, Venom, Argetum, how's it going? I was a little late with to playing Popcorn, and she can't hold her own anyways.
Not getting away.
Duh, it's me.
Hey, Sixrex. It's very novice, but S stages, it's the worst place. I see. That kind of makes sense.
Duh, it's for power and
But this is my first time playing through Stultifera Navis, so I'm enjoying the story for now. My pace, because I'm reading the story segments, my pace is about 1 stage per hour, so fresh suffering. I mean, I'm not suffering that much for now, to be completely fair. Don't generalize S stages, only S4 is all. Alright. Good to know. Yeah, S stands for saddest, sadist. Could be. Here's them. Stage per hour is better than my average when I read. It was there for the original run. I see. I mean, in that case, do you get anything from replaying the story? Kind of weird if you play through the event once to do it again. But at least now you get to hear the story too. Exactly as the reports say. Such a curious creature. Easy now. No need to get excited. Seems you understand human speech. There are parasites living on these sea terrors, but I've never seen them on land before. Oh, we get the first clear rewards again. Nice. So OP and cash and maybe some materials. And stonks. Doing it again with niche feels good. I mean, very fair. Getting your own enjoyment out of it is the most important part. The Iberians called the Nether brand. An eerie glow has been occasionally seen off the coast of Iberia since the profound silence, the earliest known instance dating back to 17 years ago. Our scientists believe it to be some sort of algal bloom, as an algae. So, have the Aegir also encountered these unsettling things? Seldom, but the Academy's garden has no shortage of luminescent ornamental plants. So the Aegir do know what the word ornamental means. Another sea brand, an apt name. It is the sea leaving its mark on the land. And at its heart, its spread is no different from the sea terrors we saw at Salviento. Do you mean to say this phenomenon is but another form of their evolution? I see the biologists of Iberia are lacking in many ways. We've encountered some complications, but this is far from the worst-case scenario. The Inquisition has noted an alarming increase in the variety of sea terrors, most notably at Coastline 3, where after a mere 4 or 5 days our enemies were unrecognizable. As I said, the ocean encroaches upon the land in its own way. Now, there's an operator from Rhodes Island I must rescue. I'll accompany you. No, it will be more expedient for you to work with the hunters to eliminate the threat as quickly as possible. I'd assumed that Iberia would treat her with more caution. Indeed, she would be. But for now, we have a clearer enemy to deal with. What will you do, Consul of Aegir? Continue to bicker over your country's pride? 10 minutes. I'll take care of everything and meet up with my hunters. Then, we can talk about how to reach that lighthouse. I'll remain here then. Law has been absent from this chapel for far too long, but thankfully someone has been polishing it. It will be the only light in this war. The Iberian Inquisition is here, even it is I alone.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Hey, what's going on? The mouth on this character, I can't. But yeah, I don't know what's happening with this guy. Or I kind of know that he's Lumen's uncle. But it's a bit of a side story to whatever is happening with the Abyssal Hunters.
Fine, Maya.
Okay, so it looks like Thiago is still pouring over Jordi, or as we know him, Lumen. He's trying to protect him because he's Aegir, and he's looked after him for a long time. Ooh, this is a spicy moment. Do I know you? Look at you, Laurentina. What happened to your nun's habit? You looked so good in it. Ah, you found where you belonged, right? The Abyssal Hunters found you, and they want to bring you home? Laurentina. My name is Laurentina. The name of the vast creation's master. What is this vast creation's master? The ocean, or its avatar. Something's not right with your state of mind. It shouldn't be so... Oh, were you awake? When you killed Quintus, for instance. Quintus? You touched the sea, but did not immediately proceed to Aegir? I thought you people longed for home. Or do you have somebody on land gently guiding you? Why did we have to reunite under such circumstances, Laurentina? Your hands are so cold. There was a time, but there are no secrets between us. Now, though... Spectre! When you remember my name, come and find me. If you still remember this conversation, that is. If your mind is your own then, I will tell you the whole truth. Farewell, Laurentina. Who was that? I don't know, but she seems to know me? She has no scent. She's no seaborn, at least not like Quintus. We don't have time for her. Clean up the sea terrors and we'll regroup with the captain. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so the mayor decides that interesting. The mayor wants to rescue Lumen by letting him run away, and the citizens are against it because they think that the Inquisition is gonna punish them for that. Because Lumen is Aegir. How cool. The sea terrors rush past them. Classical parental figure feigns interest only in reality to do it for their own good. Could be. And it's like, I don't know. I would have to go back and read the segments with Thiago and Jordi to know what their motivations were. But it looks like Lumen is mostly clueless, while Thiago might be in on something, or holding some secrets. Who knows? And also the Iberians seem to be very close-minded about anyone who comes from Aegir, or is related to Aegir in any way. And so they think that, oh, you are letting that Aegirian run away, the Inquisition is definitely not going to tolerate this. And since the Inquisition is into the collective responsibility sort of thing, might not be good. But yeah, now about the Bizarro Hunter. Stop right there, Aegir. Yes? The last Aegir of Grand Pharaoh, the last descendant of Briogan. Brio... what? The sea terrors would kill you, and the Inquisition would imprison you. Come with me, I need you. Are you one of them? The ones commanding the monsters? No! I seek a lost legend, one that caught the attention of even the Academy. Yet his most important legacy is neither a lighthouse nor a ship, but his descendant. You might be the final clue I'm seeking. I don't know what you're talking about. That man, Thiago, is not your father. Who were your parents? Your grandparents? My parents? They went missing in search of the Eye of Iberia. As cruel as it is, your misfortune is what gives you the chance to become the salvation of Aegir. Hey, Doctor. Can you win but have Amia die at the end? Excuse me? Do you mean include Amia in my squad and have her forcibly retreat at the end of the fight. Is that what you're looking for? I can try and accommodate that request. Come with me. I prefer not to use force against kin. You'd have her impaled to death. What's wrong with you? I mean, what is the reason why you want to see it? Theresa died, now it's Sevilla's turn. That's interesting logic. This is all coming out of nowhere. Come with me. What? What's going on? Quiet, bro. I'm so hot. I'm saving your life. Let's go. A smoke bomb. I shouldn't have let you get away. What's the point of running away with them? You know nothing, Liberty. You're right, Edgar. There are many mysteries here. Transgressor, you will answer my questions, or you will never leave this place. I hope you are smart enough to recognize this fact. Good. I'm so hot. Looks like we've shaken him off. It was the right choice to grab you when the Inquisitor drew near. They aren't fighting right now, are they? Hello? Oh, sorry. I need to go back to town. Wouldn't recommend it. Most of Seafarers are gone, but something doesn't feel right. And I can't get in touch with Dr. Calcet. Plus, you were planning to leave, weren't you? No. I heard that the Inquisitors came to town, and Uncle Thiago was worried I'd be taken away. The Inquisition, huh? What did that guy want with you, anyway? Sorry, you don't have to talk if you don't want to. I'll need a bit of time to decide whether to go back to town and find Dr. Calcet, or get you out of here first. I'll go with you. You sure? Your uncle was so desperate to get you out. If the Inquisition is coming, I doubt I'll be able to escape. Is that duty worth giving up your life for? Huh? What do you... So you're going back to Grand Pharaoh just out of some vague sense of duty without even a clear goal? Welcome to Rose Island. We like people like you. You've got to be kidding me. If I were you, I'd leave this place along with any townsfolk who don't want to get involved, and soon. This isn't like running into a swarm of originium slugs while camping out in the woods. I hate to see it, but ordinary people can't do a thing here. I just feel like there has to be something left for me to do. I grew up here, listening to those legends, gazing at the coastline, reading my parents' notes. I don't want my farewell to be like this. This place is my home.
The battlefield is a place of tragedy. I hope they come to understand this one day.
Oh no, I just remembered. Warfare has a what's it called? A paradox simulation, right? Hey, let's see. I think we might be getting another upgrade for a Roomba. The factory has been abandoned for many years. The skeletons of incomplete ships scattered among mechanical giants like corpses rotting in the wilderness. Their flesh and blood plucked away. This factory came to life along with Grand Pharaoh itself. Its ambitious builders certainly unable to imagine that things would end this way. Yeah, 3 hours and we're coming into the 4th stage. Holy! Pretty much anything of value has already been whisked away, but the collectors over the years seem to have overlooked the toolbox in the corner. Okay. Hidden inside the toolbox is in the corner are several blueprints in the notepad. The blueprints, signed by Chief Naval Architect Briogan, depict a massive battleship as a magnum opus of Iberia's golden age before calamity struck. I don't like the VA stories though. Thank you. At least there are not that many pieces that feel like completely unrelated to the main stuff that's happening. Because I feel like unfortunately, hot take here, the Lumen story arc feels tacked on. The more important sort of conflict is between the Abyssal Hunters, the Church of the Deep, and the Inquisition, and sort of those three parties. And Lumen is a completely new character. They had to write him in somehow, I guess. It will join up nicely later on. Alright. But I already kind of skipped the many bits of it, and so I'm not too familiar with every step or every detail. But both Grand Pharaoh and this factory were born after the calamity, and the ships slated to be built here were nothing more than laughable toys compared to even the smallest in the fleet. The engineers here still carry with them blueprints of things that can no longer be brought into being. Are they meant for technical reference, or are they merely holding onto a beautiful dream? Funnily enough, even this parody of the Golden Age is filled with nothing but corpses. A scribbled notepad added to inventory. Yeah, we're playing an RPG now. 86% sure the important bits about Lumen have yet to be said. Alright. Okay. Okay, some more loot. This place may have been inhabited by eager islanders, as the signboards bear faintly visible patterns distinct from the Iberian style. Now it is completely uninhabited, and when the previous inhabitants left, they lacked the time to even take their supplies with them. Boom. Judging from the equipment remaining amidst the embers, this newly burnt down house was a secret research facility not too long ago. The Church of the Deep cultists were trying to uncover the secrets of evolution. They seemed to possess academic curiosity as well, not just blind faith. Let's go for the file cabinet. The documents in the file cabinet escape a fiery fate. Cool. Can we get the other thing? The file cabinet holds materials that the Church of the Deep's cultists have been researching for a long time. On the dates and labels, their research began many years ago. The promise of an evolutionary end goal is so enticing and so real that it can drive the brightest minds to work towards it day and night, sacrificing themselves. A few lines of handwriting are scribbled onto the file's header, perhaps a spark of inspiration from the cultists who recorded it. What does it mean to become a part of the cycle of evolution? It means to be truly free from all suffering. Documents have been removed and the file cabinet is empty. Okay, but can I do the other thing? The specimen cabinet. Fine. Maybe later. On the long road beside the ocean, the representatives of two civilizations speak herein. Okay, listen. Let me skip this for now, and then go to SN4. Because I think I might want to end the stream relatively soon. How dare you? Well, it depends. We can do it the other way around as well. I'll do the reading, and then we'll board the ship, and I guess it worked for the people for free. I am here somewhat for the chat, but I'm here mostly to entertain myself, to be completely honest. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't having fun. If someone else is having fun with me, then it's a good bonus. But this is more like a hobby for me. Just like Kimi Räikkönen. He said that once. Wow, this is more like a hobby for me. I don't have to do it if I don't want. A long voyage is extremely dangerous. You'll need to head to Cold Reef Port first to make ample preparations. Okay. So I guess the lighthouse is at sea, and we'll need to board the ship to get there. All right, let's go for the story. Random community reference, boah. Yeah. I know the lore. I know the memes. I like to do the spinal. I like to listen to the beats that can be heard from Super Mux, Super Mux. Life works for the people. Does that mean we have to play him so he can be corrupt? I mean, like, ideally, this is sort of the transaction that we can have. You throw some money my way, and I throw some wonderful content yours. Especially if you want me to stream full-time, then this is basically a requirement. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. As a Max fan, I'm honestly sad he doesn't like Super Max. Yeah, unfortunate. Need a camera face reveal when. I was planning to draw a Neko type avatar in the near future. We might do it this week actually, as it would be a nice change of pace. Or we could finish Stultifera Navis and do the drawing during the 24-hour stream that I plan to do in the coming weeks. For the 24-hour stream, actually, I was thinking maybe December 23 to December 24. That could be fun. It's from Saturday to Sunday. It's around Christmas, so could be the perfect opportunity to go for 24 hours. No, you have to have a camera while dressed up as a cat. Oh boy. I mean, could be fun. I don't actually have any, like, the cosplays or fur costumes or anything like that. I'm not into that sort of thing. Yet. I can see myself doing all sorts of stupid and fun things, but haven't tried it before. I'll keep it in mind for the future. You've been meaning to throw some money my way for the past 3 to 4 months. Wow. Just get affiliates so I can be somebody. Oof. Okay, I'll hurry up then. Okay, then I guess I'll have to stream this Saturday in order to reach 7 streams per in the last 30 days quota. And then I can apply. Those suits the most, since with the size of the channel, it's not like people will be able to match 24-hour stream themselves. Kinda true. But then again, random people join all the time, and if I can be at least somewhat entertaining, maybe I'll get a few followers out of it. Life if somehow not your first sub. ... Okay. I'll keep you posted to make sure that you're the first to know. But you'll be the first subscriber in my heart, that's for sure. I arrived in this new land from my maritime home. There is no end to ghastly shock here, not a break in the tragic weave. The clouds are far from as fine as told in legend, and both the land and sky are wrath-bitten and hurting. Cities comparable to Aegir are all but prey to catastrophe. Moreover, the people of this dry land are plagued by an inscrutable sickness. I had learned of erypathy, of originium, from many an academy record. Seeing it firsthand, though, the truth of how it has become an integral part of the land, its roots deep and stubborn, is made witheringly apparent. Nevertheless, they still tenaciously live, pursue both technology and truth through their unique means, and seek to leave the mark of their continued existence. Though I am lambasted and traitor, I do not regret my decision to come ashore. The seaborne swarm is expanding. Within a decade, Aegir will find itself besieged with no quarter, but someday I will complete my travels and return to Iberia. I will leave this memoir behind for the Aegir to seek and decipher. I have no faith in the nobility. I am certain that those Aegir-termed islanders today will find Iberia withdrawing its respect from them soon enough, whatever the reasons may be. The golden dreadnought, the eye of culture, the jurisprudence of evolution, the steel of life, the ocean and land must form a united front to stand with the billowing waves. It was never my intent to serve as a pioneer. All I am is one step ahead of fate. From a copy of notes of Briogan, famed Iberian architect and chief shipwright, written in cryptic Aegirian. This is a matter between the Aegir. So long as you stand on Iberian soil, the law is watching you, and so am I. What is the relation between you and those 3 abyssal hunters? You've harmed Skadi. Strange. Surely she intended to avoid combat. Her blood is a special sort. More special than the rest of ours. I hope you've been diligent in cleaning your weapons. I'm the one asking questions here, and I'm the one who decides whether to answer. I gather the only hunters granted freedom of movement by Lord Carmen were those who declared their intents during the Salviento conflict. Seems it wasn't a coincidence you crossed swords with her then. She was hardly weak. Weak? What a naive appraisal. She's just unaccustomed to dry land. She lacks flexibility. Don't move, Aegir. Yeah, Irene's sprite is a lot more detailed than in the what's it called in the previous chapter in Undertines. Comply with the High Inquisitor's investigation. The Inquisition has already concluded negotiations with the Hunters. Your every move merely undermines the basis of our cooperation. Cooperation? I advise you to rethink your actions. Inquisitor, how many soldiers like you does Iberia have? It is none of your business. Enough to amass an army 3,000 strong. Irene went from being an Inquisitor to maid rip. Yeah, actually true. That's kind of disappointing. Then Iberia is still unqualified. You're going nowhere. What? Where did they come from? High Inquisitor, are you alright? I'm fine. That Aegir. This was my fault, sir. He could easily have used that chance to take an arm from me, yet he chose to flee. It seems we can't... Yeah, it's the Inquisitor, not the Irene. It seems we can't afford to give chase just yet. They're headed for the city. They're hiding in the soil. No. this entire swath of Earth has been polluted. How can that be? Take a good look at that grey land and the sinister miasma filling it. Yes, sir. Grand Pharaoh is not being infiltrated by the Church of the Deep. It has already fallen to them. Prepare to fight it head on. Ensure Lord Carmen is safe, ASAP. This fluorescent Navis brand is akin to their own city. It beggars belief. They are born from it. They proliferate and migrate through it. Not all lives thirst for independence. It's wonder these filthy things were able to hide in this town. But who brought them ashore? Well, this is just perfect. And here we thought we could find a little inspiration on our beach trip. Talk about a total wash. Frost riffs in agreement. The sea is caressing the land. I can tell. This is bad gone better. Calcet once said the Aegir won, and that the Abyssal Hunters are the orphans of their battle. But with how things look now, I'm starting to doubt there was ever a win. Oh, speaking of Calcet, did she give us the thing? Yep. Way to beat around the bush. Why didn't she just give it straight to that Aegir, Gladia? That would have been faster. Frost riffs and out. She wanted to use the key to draw us into this, and from that view, she definitely succeeded. Or maybe she was originally planning to make us retrieve or help out with something, and then she changed her mind. Huh? Hasn't she always been like 300 steps ahead? What could possibly force her to change her mind? I'm just saying it's possible. Sure, she knows a lot of things, but more than that, she's cautious. If not, how many times would she have died by now? What are you dancing around for, Dan? This chapel would work great for a concert. Yeah, the band is also involved for a completely random reason. Scotty, Shark. We wipe out every enemy we could see. Formless wisps of waves are spreading here as the tide on sandy shores. An inauspicious omen. We should not be here. It seems cleaning up some trash wasn't enough to bring her back to her senses. What do? Once this area is spotless, we borrow the Iberians' assistance in finding that ship. There are things we don't recognize on their bodies. Perhaps a part of the sea terrors themselves? I've been wondering for a while now. How can they still evolve so fast? Are they still so full of life? Even though we've already... That's precisely the question we intend to shed light on. It is also the reason I was willing to cooperate with Calcet. Dr. Calcet. A fine woman, to be sure. Rouse yourself, Hunter. End this before the sun sinks below. Sea terrors who cannot hear the ocean's call are but inferior life forms. Understood. You, Gladia, you've come. I will listen then. Shark. Do you find it unwieldy in your hands? Yeah, Gladia praising Calcet all of a sudden. Gladia is also playing hard to get. This? I often forget the weapon is in my grasp, as if I'm dancing with it. That is your past, and it has almost caught up to you. We'll be waiting. Oh, by the way, this reminds me. On a completely random note, a complete tangent here. There is a champion in League of Legends called Fiddlesticks. Some people were surprised that the sounds that that character makes in the game were like somehow generated or highly processed, and they're surprised that it's an actual person just, you know, making all of those noises. Well, for some reason, I just found that sort of those sound completely believable. It is certainly a lot of vocal technique, and it is, you know, taken to the extreme, but it really sounds human, to me at least. Like, no processing, or like minimal processing. Just maybe like a little bit of cleanup, a little bit of EQ, a little bit of reverb as if you wanted. But like... You can make all sorts of noises with your mouth. You just have to know how to work it. I feel like Glady is what people try to be when they stay quiet and mysterious. Could be. It's like, I don't get her character completely. So, that's what she said. Exactly. You lead a punctual march, Dario. Have you arranged what I asked for you? Yes, Lord. The penal battalion has readied a ship to leave for the Eye of Iberia. We've also evacuated the coast and surrounded this town by now. Those misguided fools have nowhere to flee. It's also funny that the Fiddle VA is probably the least scary person I've seen. I mean, like, he's just a guy. There's nothing to fear in those petty villains, but the new threat they've brought forth is an astonishing one. Your technology is able to treat this much pollution, which is only a temporary victory, Dario. And this is Aegir technology, not ours. If for every second of every minute, every droplet and every grain of the tides beating against our sandy shores spreads the sea terrors and their ecology, how are we to defend our homeland then? Random appreciation time. Arknights hat game is on point. Yeah, fabulous sombrero, fabulous top hat. Nice. We will find an answer before that happens. Yes, most assuredly. The Inquisition is also prepared to do battle with the Abyssal Hunters. We will throttle them to death on this remote shoreline. A fitting cemetery. We can only hope they make the wise choice, and that Calcet can accomplish what she's pledged to. So this is your apprentice then? I'm familiar with her form of work. Yes, Inquisitor Irene reporting in, Lord Carmen. They say that when Dario found you in the ruins, a thick tome of classics had lodged itself in the beams of the caving roof. A miraculous equilibrium that saved your life. Yes, sir. Young one, you are here only because Dario has determined that you have the will to rush onto the front line. Yes, sir. There's an immaturity to you, but you're eager to prove yourself. Your body is filled with vigor and tenacity, but your duties in Gran Ferro will be no easier than in Salviento. From here on, you'll only be plunging even deeper into the heart of evil. Are you prepared? For Arperia's orderliness and integrity, I shall raise my sword and my lantern. To me, this mod is more than just a rallying cry. She will be prepared. I trust your judgment, but fate does not often give its people time to prepare. Dr. Calcet and I have matters to attend to still. The mission is guiding the Abyssal Hunters back to the Eye of Iberia is now yours. The Eye of Iberia? High Inquisitor, what exactly is our task? Establish a camp, safeguard the route, and ensure that our maintenance teams can safely reach the lighthouse. The last piece of the Eye of Iberia is 50 nautical miles out from the nearest coast to Grand Faro. Assuming, of course, that it's still where the maps indicate. 50 nautical miles. Once our fleet could gaze far across the surface of the tranquil sea, but since the profound silence, the ocean has become like a boiling poison, melting all who touch it. This is a daunting mission, but recapturing this final lighthouse is of tremendous importance to our people. Understood, sir. It is for this that we require the Eager's assistance. You are skeptical. She has been to see the Inquisition's underground cages. So you have witnessed the truth of the Inquisition's search, in spite of the fact it cannot obtain an answer. Go, young Inquisitor. Time will not wait. But if necessary, I will have you put time itself on trial. Watch out! I am extremely hot. Tackles Lumen to the ground. You okay there? I'm fine, but I'm filing a sexual harassment lawsuit right after the story is over. Sorry, Mr. Elysium, I'm being a drag on us again. Don't you mind about it? Your body is so subtle. Those sea terrors. Identical wounds pounded into holes in 2s and 3s. The style has to be Scotty and the girls. This town's been raped through and through. Haha, yeah. Whoa, hold it, Jordy. Yeah. What is this? Fluorescent creepers? Floating creatures? Or is it coral? Why does it leave you that perfectly? I don't know. I see the image, I see the words that he says, and I just let my intuition guide me into the dark forest of sexual abuse, I guess. This stuff is covering the whole street ahead. Hold on, something's coming out of the roofs. Move! Wait. No way. They already have nests here? I thought the Church of the Deep guys just sicked them on the town. And wait, could they seriously have just been born? This many? How fast does it go? Yeah, his face and pose do scream. Look at how hot I am. Jordy! Oh, I'm here. Ditch! Take a 180 and run for it. But they're behind us too, Mr. Elysium. These monsters build nests faster than that freaking other tide gloompincers did. Then it's do or die. Hey Jordy, find something, anything. You gotta weaponize. Well, an umbrella too? Yeah, sure looks we're in for some rain. Hold on to that thing like you mean it. Get ready. Burn it all, together with the buildings. It would seem Aegir technologies are necessary to treat the Nether brand. Dr. Calcit, look at how hot I am. Good, you're in one piece. The anime, season 4. What happened? And who is this somewhat despotent-seeming Aegir? That's a little rude, Calcit. Outstanding strength, hunters. Spare us your remarks. Let us hasten to the topic at hand. Calcet has recently suffered quite the ordeal on your behalf. The age he has given us will be forever carved into my memory, while what you've done, I will likewise never forget. But this present situation is by her arrangement, a small coastal town, a simple meeting. Then in honor of her efforts, may we set aside our grievances and begin this discussion? What do you seek in Briogan's legacy? You want to find the Stultifera.
Stultifera Navis, the ship of fools. Wasn't that the flagship of the fleet, wiped out into profound silence? And how many years has it been?
What most piques my curiosity is how a foreigner can be so sure that it remains afloat. Then, from the Iberian point of view, do you believe it to be sunk or not? In all likelihood, it isn't. However, it has not once returned to port. A ship unsunk for over 60 years, yet never returning to Drylands Harbor. Can you people determine its position? We could once, but not now. In other words, Lydia looks to the statue beside them. She has no recollection of such buildings. Perhaps they had already died their silent deaths before she came ashore. The Eye of Iberia. These wonders were once the cornerstone of the magnificent project, but most of the lighthouses that formed the Eye perished in the profound silence. Only one remains. It does not belong to you. It belongs to Aegir. Briogan was indeed an Aegir, and he came from the ocean, but his devotion was selfless. He made ample contribution to Iberia's sea explorations. After the disaster, you let your citizens pour their rage upon the Aegir, upon him. Indulging such folly paints you in an untrustworthy light. Yet are the Aegir able to swear no implication in the profound silence. Walls will be the death of us all. If the two of you are so determined to continue this conversation, then both Iberia and Aegir are as good as destroyed. Civilizations do not die, they are merely endlessly replaced. But the next time it happens, humanity will have no hand in it. Dr. Calcet, please mind your tongue with Lord Carmen. I do not mind. We certainly know each other long enough. But is this your usual method, Calcet? Surgically extracting the key individuals from the gargantuan body of fate, sitting them down in front of you and convincing them of the rightness of your idea? My idea is simply to save you. Iberia is free to refuse, as is Aegir. If we count the untested young lady, then there are 6 at the table, 3 each for both the Inquisition and the Hunters. The town square itself is an Iberian marvel constructed by an Aegir. It could not be more appropriate for such a conference. At this very moment, the Nether Sea brand is still spreading, the sea terrors have built a nest in town, and their existence take a vastly different form than before, a difference drastic enough to cause alarm. If none present yet recognize the scale of this oceanic threat, then perhaps we really should adjourn. We can watch as the precious time bought by the sacrifice of the Abyssal Hunters is whiled away for nothing. Was our victory meaningful? Of course. Without it, then, after the profound silence, Iberia would not even have a deathbed to struggle upon. As for you, Lord Carmen, I hope you can put aside your prejudices against the Aegir. Use your... I'm so very old now, Calcet. Let's get to the point, shall we? I've aged past the inclination to win every argument, as well as the strength to uphold glory through speeches. There is no greater glory than survival, and no one sees the situation clearer than I. You may rescind your words. The Inquisition is willing to fully cooperate with the Abyssal Hunters in finding the lost dreadnought. The Golden Dreadnought. I have no objections. I would have thought contact between Aegir and Iberia would give you pause. Contact? Huh. If you could breathe underwater, if you could visit our cities without the aid of equipment, then I would not mind showing you a true display of Aegir's technology. We look forward to it, Madam Consul. Tercio of the Penal Battalion will immediately shore several dual-use warships at Grand Pharaoh, establish a camp, and clean up the harbor in preparation. Dario, Arene, go with the Abyssal Hunters, prioritize securing a sea route to the Eye of Iberia. Pass your judgment on arrival. As you command, Calcit, should time be of the essence, I'll prioritize establishing contact with Aegir. A voyage to the deep sea is a treacherous affair to us all, but for you, it will simply be a trip back home. You will find the ship, and you will find a way back to Aegir. I leave the details to your discretion. Perhaps it will be far in the future when we next meet. So long as you remember our words, we hope that once you've returned, you will be able to reevaluate all that Aegir has suffered. Then let us make haste, we will... Sorry, Dr. Calcit, but I have to tell these people that I'm so hot. Ever since the part about the lighthouse, Jordy's been acting up. The Aegir, perfect. I have much to ask you. Wait. Who are you? I'm a resident of this town. My name is Jordy. There shouldn't be any Aegir in Grand Pharaoh. Our dossier says there are records of collusion between the Aegir and the Church of the Deep. Who are your parents? My parents were lighthouse technicians. They gave their lives for the Eye of Iberia. My house is filled with dusty blueprints. I may have never actually seen the lighthouse, but I want to. The meaning of my homeland, the meaning of my parents' lifelong struggle, You may not. The Inquisition must first interrogate you. And why should I consider protecting a feeble civilian in a melee? What if you were a descendant of Briogan? What? But he looks nothing like the photographic records of Briogan. Even if it's true, we should be demanding he turn over what's left of his family's legacy and let the Inquisition take over the research. High Inquisitor. What is your name, Aegir? Jordy Fontanarossa. My uncle told me that. Then you should know what awaits you for voluntarily appearing before the Inquisition. I know. Irene. Yes, sir. Seize him. And take him with you. Yes, what? That was what you wished for, was it not? Thank you, Lord. Nevertheless, my greatest hope is to see true, enduring cooperation between Aegir and Iberia. Even the longest journey starts with a single step. Then we don't have a moment to lose. I will let the Eye of Iberia gaze upon the desolate sea once again. So much drama. And I think this is where we're gonna end it for tonight. The calamity completely reshaped Iberia's coastline, and the majestic harbor, built more than 70 years ago, sank into the sea without a trace. And goes without saying that Cold Reef Port cannot hold a candle to it. Though small, it still reserves a few berths for massive ships. In reality, those ships would never return to port. As prepared to board, a few of the small vessels prepared beforehand by the Penal Battalion are moored in the port. When they set sail into the sea for the first time, they will face completely unknown winds and waves. After the plan to build Grand Pharaoh was put on hold, Cold Reef Port was almost never used. The few voyages in the port's records were mostly small-scale search missions carried out by the Inquisition and the Penal Battalion. Nobody ever returned from those expeditions. Today, as long since Lonely Port will finally see off another ship from its embrace. His crew will set out to find the Eye of Iberia that is still looking out over the ocean. The Penal Battalion prepared to beat the boat in advance, the old dock worker carrying out work he was unfamiliar with, loading the vessel with supplies for the voyagers. The boat slowly left the port, disappearing from the beautiful sight. The dock worker thought to himself that he might never get the chance to send off another ship in his few remaining years. The warehouse holds supplies designated for the next voyage. The only problem? Nobody knows when that will be, or if it will ever happen. Yeah, we'll need a bunch of completions in order to get that. Nobody knows why this lighthouse survived the disaster, but perhaps it is because no matter how terrifying the wind and the waves may be, nothing can stop people from gazing towards the sea. Iberia's eyes will never close, only be temporarily clouded over. Okay, I guess there's another story segment. But yeah, it is really getting like... So yeah, SN4 is not today. The best I can do is maybe like just clear the stage and return to the story later. But I would rather maybe save it, unless I really need to farm the stages in order to clear the store and everything. I'm trying to understand how to get more compasses. Isn't there like a mission list from which you can get more stuff? The delay is insane. I mean, like, I know that this is the shop. Well, mission list and SN mission are within the map UI. Oh, okay. Oh, we're actually 74% in Grand Pharaoh, which is kind of cool. Okay, so I guess this one, for example. We need to defeat 80 Nether Sea Predators. And then we'll get these rewards. Okay. But yeah, I guess I won't be able to open more missions before actually completing the thing. And we're only at 74% after having seen this much. More missions get unlocked as you progress. I mean, that's unfortunate because I don't want to progress unless I'm streaming. And I can't unlock the missions unless I progress. Take a slightly enjoy the event. Here's what I can do. I could clear the sort of the stages off stream, and then whenever I stream again, we can just enjoy the story. That could work. Especially because like this segment, for example, wasn't too lengthy yet, I don't think. But then I guess there's like 3 parts to it. First we clear the city, and then we need to go to the flagship, I guess, and then there's some more stuff. The EX stages are unlocked afterwards. Looks complicated. The thing is, the farming stage is SN9, but the boss appears before SN9. Oof. Okay. I mean, I guess then what I can do with my remaining sanity is just do a few runs of Annihilation, if you don't mind. Because I'd still have to do this regardless, right? The boss is also unique in that the boss in the normal stages is not really the boss. Huh? They mind a small boss gameplay spoiler? No, not at all.
Doctor.
Especially because I kind of know that, for example, you might want to bring the crazy wolf into the stages because silence is kind of useful. In the normal stage, boss has 2 phases, in the X 3 phases, in S 4 phases. Yikes. Normal stage bosses are jump. It's more like the higher difficulty boss battles are overtuned, but it depends on the perspective. Can be either. I don't know how it's supposed to be. Oh, we got an Orion block. I get some cash back. And completed all the weeklies, so no bad. So she'll tell you in case you decide to do the stages off stream. Okay. Is there something I should know?
I prefer to be outside, but it's
Once you unlock a certain Roomba feature, Gnosis becomes a little god in this event. Alright. Let me check if I have Gnosis, because I don't think I do. And then isn't Gnosis a thing from... what's it called? From Genshin?
Doctor.
Ask me when I say if you have a problem, Gnosis is the solution. Okay. Not Cerner or any other person, Gnosis is the solution for this event. Okay. But what about the Wolfie? The Wolfie Wolf. Okay, what class is Gnosis? I know Glaucus is support. I guess I can borrow him or something. If things become really bad at some point. Wolfie is good as well, but Gnosis clears everyone at this event by one shot. Alright. Fair point. I will keep this in mind. Thank you. Honestly, this helps a lot, especially since I've been kind of short on time lately. So it's good to maybe have some ways to... some ways to save time. Nessus is a 6-star supporter, already have him set on support. Okay, for all the friends, we still have PTSD from the original run. I mean, you're the MVP, Volcano. Thanks a lot. But yeah, you wanted blue light? I guess this is as close as we're getting to blue light. I need to tell you what he's broken or want to figure out on your own. It's really obvious. I mean, if it's really, really obvious, then I guess I should be able to tell. But out of curiosity, I can open up on stage, go to support, and look at Gnosis' abilities. Deals to 100% attack as arts damage to all enemies within attack range and inflict cold for 4 seconds. Charge effect inflicts an additional layer of cold. Okay. Applies enfeeble to targets for 2 seconds. Okay. Attacks inflict cold. Apply fragile to cold enemies. Frozen enemies within range receive double the fragile effect. Nice. Grants resist to all Karlan trait operators after Gnosis has been deployed for 10 seconds. It's probably not it. Need to unlock a Roomba module to let him become a god. Alright. When this operator is assigned to the control center, increases morale recovery per hour. No, this is the base stuff. Okay. I guess, I imagine that... If the Roomba's effect is something like increase debuffs applied to enemies, or some sort of an effect that's like removes other statuses or something, overrides something. Kind of difficult to see. I'd have to see the module, or to see the Roomba's options to really know. And yeah, I wasn't even able to buy the modules. The fourth Roomba module with the second option selected, that makes him good. Alright. But thanks a lot for the hint. When I get there, I should probably be able to figure it out. Because you already give me the hints. Out of, you know, hundreds and hundreds of operators, you pointed out one that can be extremely broken, and under what circumstances, and sort of the rest is just putting the pieces together. So yeah, I should be able to do that. But yeah, as if I didn't say it, I'd have no idea. True. Maybe I would still be able to, you know, link up some guides or stumble into such information in the future. But like, having the pointer is, yeah, especially since it's not a typical choice. And this is super valuable. 99% sure you will need to resort to his graceness with some EX stages. Alright. But I'll also see if if I'm in the mood for clearing more difficult content. Because, yeah, with limited time, I might not want to, you know, spend the time sort of iterating strategies. Because, as I said before, life tends to, or deadlines tend to attract. Life isn't fair that way, and right now I'm dealing with a bunch of deadlines, so. But all is good and well. Yeah, SN is available to play as a side story, so. I think 1 to 2 stages per stream. I mean, fair enough. It's just that sort of the rerun gives us access to the store. And like, for example, I won't be able to get Lumen unless I buy him here. And this is also a very good way to get rocks, or polyprep, or the purple cubes, or whatever. Kind of a good deal. Grindstones could be nice. The gel, we needed 3 for someone. So we might just buy that straight up. The rest is whatever, but getting Lumen and getting some of the priority resources is kind of nice. Good part for you is that since this is the rerun, you don't have to buy the furniture at all. I mean, like, I'm not interested in the furniture to begin with, so I usually just skip it altogether. That's the main reason to buy furniture, is that they get turned into purple certs in reruns. Alright. I guess I'm leaving farming this furniture for the reruns. Or for whatever. For buying it with something. Or no furniture at all. You saw the state of my dormitory, so it's all good. But yeah, I think this should be good for now. I made some progress today, enjoyed the story. Honestly, it was sort of... I felt it was way higher quality than in the events that I've recently experienced. It felt a lot more to the point with not too much unnecessary stuff added in. So, felt good. And it's about the Abyssal Hunter, so it's super fun. The story time was really enjoyable. Thank you. Can't wait to do some more of that. With the stored purple source, you will see an impressive amount of up for sale. Yeah, true. I am aware of this thing. It's just that I've been playing, what is it, since end of April, so like about half a year now. So also Elysium. Yeah, so if you take away one thing from tonight's stream, is that Elysium is hot. Look at that 34k random available for sale. Yeah, true. I always misclick. Yep. Oh, also, I have 7777 green certificates, and I haven't purchased anything here. Any recommendations? I think I might want to just grab the gels, for example, grab the grindstones. Shit that is annoying to farm. These cubes, the stars. Because like, usually if you start the month with around 1,000 green certs, then you'll be able to buy everything. Or even with 0 if you're very diligent on your recruitment permits. So I'm thinking of doing that. Ideally, you want to buy T3 rocks since they're very efficient and it delays farming on 7. Yeah, true. I'll certainly buy this. The things that I'm missing all the time, is Loxy Coal, is Grindstone. No, this is okay. The gel, the alloy, and I want the RMAs. The rest is like fine. I was sitting on a bunch of manganese nuts from yeah, 0 alloy. I mean, I spent the previous event farming Aketon because I needed it a bunch. But yeah, I have tons of certain types of resources, but not a lot of others. And that's better, you're farming 50-50. I focused on the thing that I will need in the immediate future. I might buy a bunch of these too. The rest is like whatever. Got 130 Aketon and 110 Ally from Milan. Alright. But remember, I started farming like half a week after everyone else. Yeah, even the sugar I can skip. And then, again, this store will be around next month again. And I'll buy out the first layer of accommodations immediately. And the head hunting permits too. And then I'll have a bunch left and I'll be able to buy more resources again. So yeah, I can buy the rocks every time. Makes sense. Any fun operators here? I mean, we already got the flint, the Weedy and Scissorin. Just donk 50 key green certs and reach 3rd stage stored by a random. It's like, but you need to buy so much crap, like this thing and this thing. And then like, is 30 a random worth 50 green certs? It's like, okay, this is the only way to get bullying currency from green certs, but bruh. I don't think it's worth. But then you do you. If you do the math and you convince yourself that you want to do that, then sure, go for it. I would say that sort of for now, the option of waiting is always there. And if you're uncertain, you can always wait, and the store will roll around, and it will be available again next month. So, no harm done. Oh yeah, and I have a bunch of these. Maybe I didn't need to buy that many things. Now we're all stocked up. Didn't scroll. Oh no! I didn't find out how many sugars I got. Yeah, like, this is already quite a stash. Bad streamer not giving the satisfying moment. I mean, I love giving you blue balls. So, on that note, thank you for watching. Hope you join next time. Can't wait to not properly show you more things. Yeah, you were supposed to leave like 3 hours ago. But then quality suddenly returned. But yeah, was super fun for me. Hope it was fun for you. Hope to see you around again. Pay attention to Discord. I will post announcements. Maybe the next stream will be on Saturday instead of Sunday, because it's very tight with the affiliate thing. So we'll see. The stream was good enough that it made me stick around. I mean, good enough is good enough for me. I sprayed you can get. You were so good that you overcame my annoyance at bad internet and loading bar. I mean, true. But then you're also regular, so. But still, yeah, true. That is definitely a good sign. And then, yeah, let's just keep going and see how things pan out in the future. Once I have more time, I'll invest it into the stream, publish the VODs, make some fun thumbnails, maybe promote the channel a little more using, by uploading YouTube videos or something. Could be cool. Being regular doesn't mean I will deal with bad internet. True. I just meant it as, the barrier is a little lower. But still, yeah. Terrible quality is the biggest turnoff. Not enough people, people tend to take production quality for granted. And it's actually kind of important. It's the small annoying things that get you. But yeah. Super fun. I'm gonna end the stream now, so. Yep, exactly. I'm terrible at goodbyes, so ending the stream. Bye for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Good night. Take care, and bye.